preaching from an ancient book that tells you not to kill. Quoting every single verse, but you can't tell me that it's real. If heaven's really watching, why is it silent when the sirens scream? Tell me follow faith, but all I ever land on is concrete. I've been baptizing the chemicals, crawling through the catacombs of every sermon that you weaponize. Now every halo that you hold above my head is just a noose made of the words that you memorize. You say I'm broken, say I'm blind, but you can't prove a God with a state of mind. You want my worship, want me on my knees, but you can't sell faith with a casualty. If your God exists, then show me all your proof. Burn his name into the sky and show me it's the truth. I'm tired of second-hand miracle with zero evidence. If your God is really there, then make him manifest. I've been screaming at the ceiling till my lungs both cave. If he's really in the room, then he can say it to my face. No more echoes in the dark, no more prophets in my head. If your God exists, then prove he isn't dead. You decorate your trauma with God and call it meant to be, but trauma isn't holy just because you survive the scene. You tell me every tragedy is part of some celestial plan, so every suffering child that dies is a message from God's hand. You say I'm lost because I'm asking where the compass is. You call it mystery whenever you can't answer it. If I've answered wrong, you prove that that exists, and for me it's exist. If your God exists, then show me all your proof. Burn his name into the sky and show me it's the truth. I'm tired of second-hand miracles with zero evidence. If your God is really there, then make him manifest. I've been screaming at the ceiling till my lungs both cave. If he's really in the room, then he can say it to my face. No more echoes in the dark, no more prophets in my head. If your God exists, then prove he isn't dead. Dear God, if you're there, then why the secrecy? Why am I dissecting all this doctrine like it's therapy? You built a universe but couldn't build a little clarity. You want communion while I'm choking on disparity. They said God is love, but then they weaponized the sentiment, painted over genocide and labeled it benevolent. You're omnipotent, omniscient, but you couldn't intervene. So every tragedy is just a plot twist in your perfect scheme. I'm not your villain just because I see the plot holes. I'm not the devil just because I don't applaud those. If you made me in your image, then you built me with the doubt. So either fix the code or stop deleting when I cry it out. You want devotion, give me evidence that you exist, cause I'm done signing blank checks to an empty abyss. If faith is all you got, then why you so afraid of proof? If questions are the chase, then why am I the one that's loose? You say I'm playing God because I won't pretend to see, but if you're speaking for your God, what's the true heresy? If your God exists, then show me all your proof. Write his name in the sky and show me it's the truth. I'm done with thoughts and prayers from a
No, I have not. Get on it. Our creators cost money. I love that you think I have money. I tested the side part yesterday. It looked odd, but also my hair is completely naturally forming this way now. What's up, Katone? Ciao. I don't know. It could possibly look good. Do you know much about the hard problem of consciousness? There is no hard problem. If you want to talk about qualia, we have an explanation. But I don't grant it as a hard problem. What's up, Nate? Did you get into the Discord? Are there 2 streams? I did not manage to get the vertical up. So basically, since I start from OBS, I have to click stream on OBS and then run over to YouTube and click the dual stream button. but I didn't make it in time. So it's only horizontal. Yes, there are 2 streams. Like I have TikTok and we have YouTube going, but usually I have vertical and horizontal on YouTube, but we only have horizontal on YouTube today. Your mug is fire. I know it is. I know. Thank you. Super ready for this day. What is up, Artemis? Give everyone some time to get in here, and then we'll get to some good arguments. I kind of think that I'm going to tab up my Bible on stream. I don't have any highlighters, but I do have pens. Yeah, I don't have any highlighters. But I think I'm gonna tab up the Bible on stream. If there was a fighting league for deities, who would win in a fight? Odin, Yahweh, and Vishnu. Ooh. I'd argue Odin or Vishnu. Vishnu's not a fighter. What's the tabs for? The books of the Bible or points of contradictions? All of it. So I was thinking, so I'm colorblind first of all, so this is going to suck major fucking dick. But I was going to do red or yellow for all the genocides committed by God, and then I was going to do green or purple or something for all of the grape condoned and commanded by God, and then I was going to do slavery and the... Yeah! Yeah! Do you think God created a separate utopia Earth? No. On my way home, see you soon. Alright, Kent. What sort of color blindness? No, partial. I have the Deutero, whatever the fuck. Whatever dogs have. Red, green. Yeah, it's the most common one. The only hardship with it is, so like, it's red-green colorblindness, but I can't see yellow, right? It's red-green colorblindness, but I can't see pink. I can't tell the difference from green and brown, and when red is next to green and brown, I can't tell the difference from red, green, brown, pink, yellow, orange. Like, it's only red-green colorblindness, but it fucks every fucking color up. It's basically the same as being fucking colorblind. I can't tell shit. And yeah, no, the only reason I'm able to drive is because the government knew what they were doing, so it's top, middle, bottom. And yes, I run red lights when that switches. I had a patrol security job, and I was working at nights. The amount of red lights that I ran was hilarious. I'd be driving with, like, one of my guys in the car or whatever. I'll be coming up to the light, and I think it's green, and I just casually go through it, and they're like, hey, you know that was red, right? And I'm like, I do now. It's all the positioning, though. So, like, red's on top or the left. Messianic Jews. Do Jewish people use the 73 book Bible or 66? No clue what that is. We just read the Bible. 60. Oh, the 73 book Bible or 66. We used the 66, but we also had an Apocrypha as well. Like, we just had the full Apocrypha. So we didn't. Does morality need authority? If no, why not? No. Whether morals are objective or subjective does not define whether a God exists or not. If morals are objective, they could be naturally objective. If they're subjective, they don't need a God. I assume you've read through the Skeptic's Annotated Bible. No, I have not. Yeah, why is my mic so fucking maxed out today? Is my mic loud, guys? So all moral facts are subjective? Not necessarily. Audio is peaking hard. Yeah, I noticed that. Okay. Test, 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 test. Okay, there we go. That's weird. Test, test. Duh, duh. You should check out that Bible. Yeah, there's a few Bibles I need to get. Okay, is the audio better? I turned it down a lot more. I don't know why it. Maybe is it on the right microphone? Yeah. Huh. Odd. What about this guy? Are you on the right one? Yeah. Huh. Odd. Better. Still crispy on highs. What the fuck? Did my filters turn off? No. My filters are still good. Interesting. All right, let's just keep it there. How's that? I'll just stay further away today. I looked into Exodus and same thing as Genesis. It's a story and has no evidence. Yep. No evidence of Moses either. Yep. Chat is supposed to be subscribers only, so that means Jamie is a subscriber. That's hilarious. I have YouTube set to subscribers only because I've noticed that we don't get any callers on YouTube anyway, so may as well make it subscribers only. All right, let's open this up. We do have a few people that are wanting to hop in. Let's get in Jack. What's up, Jack?
My tip creaming right now. My tips.
Good little Christian boy you are. Da-da-da-da. La-da-da-la-da-da. You know what I should make the prompt? No hate like Christian love. Yeah, I love you, Trixie, for that. You guys are awesome. Trolls are out early today, apparently. And I went live early today, too. Proved me wrong. On what? I heard a sad puppy? Yeah. Yeah, he gets super excited when he hears my mom walking around. Have you not seen the pictures of the chariot wheels at the bottom of the Red Sea? Yeah, so first of all, if they actually were chariot wheels, that doesn't prove a fucking flood. Proves people with chariots. Turn caller's audio down as well. No sense on having callers louder than you. Oh, was it louder? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I updated OBS. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, we have no sedimentary rock layer for a global flood. It's also literally impossible. We don't even have enough water for a global flood. What's up, Bert? I'm not talking about the flood. I'm talking about the Israelites crossing the Red Sea on dry ground. Well, obviously they didn't cross it since there's chariots in the water. And by the way, how do you know that there wasn't a boat that there were old chariot wheels on and they fell off? Yeah, there's no evidence of the sea being fucking split. Here, let's actually take a gander at the chariot wheels found. Let's see. So the story is from 1970 and 1990. Ron Wyatt. Oh. Ha 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 ha. There was no chariot found. No peer-reviewed archaeology papers supporting it. No museum holds authenticated items. No independent dive teams confirmed it. It's not true, like, literally at all. It was just, he took some blurry photos of things that could have looked like wheels. That's it. It was the Reed Sea, not the Red Sea. Is host a worthless clump of cells? Yes. The picture that they show online are of a boat steering wheel. That's funny. Good old Ron. He wouldn't lie. Yeah, no, never. What's up, Matthias? Did angels have chariots? That's a good question. They didn't find chariot wheels in the Red Sea. That's more Ron White nonsense. Yes. As someone who streamed for 4 hours at one time, not realizing the stream was muted, always check OBS after an update. You never know what they will fuck with during the update. Yeah, they apparently raised like the audio, because usually for the volume I'm at right now, I have it maxed out on OBS. So that's interesting. Some people just want to be lied and treated like simpletons. Yep. Runway it made up sensational lives and never gave evidence for any of it. Like and subscribe, you peasants. Agreed, Matthias. There wouldn't be any actual wheel. It would have decomposed by now. That's true too. Said he free dived 200 feet down to see him. To see them? Seriously? That is such horseshit. A non-professional diver with no diving experience free dives 250 feet down and lives? Are you kidding me? That's a funny fucking story. That's funny as hell. Yeah, bro, we saw some fucking angels in the sky, so I fucking flew up there like Superman just to check it out, you know? Just, you know, trust me, bro. Just trust me, bro. What the fuck? No. You're not a fish, bro. Not only are you not going to be able to handle the pressure, that first part, you can't handle the pressure. Second of all, my ass, are you able to hold your breath that long? Third of all, how the fuck did you see? Oh, it's hilarious. So why are you here on TikTok chat live every day, not working a regular job, participating in this hate? Not working a regular job. Do you hate Elon Musk and Bill Gates too? Do you hate any entrepreneur on planet Earth? Do you hate all YouTubers? Do you hate all people on TikTok? Any person that owns a Shopify store or an e-com store of any sort, do you think is wasting their time? Do you think any people that make money online are just wasting their time because they don't have a blue-collar job? You ain't worked a goddamn day in your life, son. Is that your thought process? Are you that fucking dumb? Were your parents also atheists? No. Grift me, please. I was born a sucker. So Michael Safried is a massive hater in chat. You should request up. If you're so confident, request up. You ain't worked a goddamn day in your life, son. What I care about is those who purvey disinformation, lies. Wonderful. Request up and prove you're correct. Seems to me you're a coward. You should request up and prove your God is real. Because the only misinformation is you. You're a joke. How about you attack the argument instead of attacking me? Michael, what's my favorite color? What's my phone number? How many parents and siblings do I have? Oh, you don't know? It's almost like you don't know me, yet you're attacking me. How about you shut the fuck up, grow a pair of balls, grow the fuck up, request up and prove yourself correct. Or keep crying like a bitch in my chat. Thank you for the engagement. Da 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 da. I'm loving it. Fuck you. Did your parents also become atheists? I seem to remember you mentioning it. No. No, I'm the only atheist. Attacking you is easier than coming up with an argument. Yeah, apparently. Quit believing that government is your daddy. You don't even know my political beliefs, dipshit. Get off government assistance. I don't have government assistance, dipshit. And get busy. I am busy. You're watching a TikTok while I'm streaming on YouTube and TikTok. I'm working. Why are you sitting on your ass watching TikTok? Why are you so lazy, Michael? Go outside and work. Stop wasting your time. Stop scrolling. Child, go get a job. Poor Michael seems lonely. I know, right? God is female. Yeah, there you go. I suspect that there's a lot of new politic bots out ahead of the midterms. That's probably. I don't think he's a bot though. I'm kind of chilly. All right, we gonna get some callers in here today, or is Michael too much of a pussy to request up and have a conversation? I think he's too pussy. Bum bottom bum green giant. Yum. Can somebody please explain to me why atheists won't say what gender God is? Huh? Well, there's many different gods with many different genders. Can you prove God exists and then prove that he's a man? Oh, man. God isn't it. Yeah. I suspect that there's a lot of new, yeah. I worry the negative vibrations may be bad for your health. I would try and be more positive. What? Are you chilly with beans or without? What? Do they have any issues with the things you say? I'm genuinely curious because, well, even as a theist, when I questioned if Yahweh is moral because 8-6'd some kids for teasing a baldy did not end well. What? Do they have any issue with the things you say? Yeah, of course. Um. Doom, 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 doom. You said you were yeah, I just didn't get the joke. What about beans? Bean do not belong in chili. Oh, you're talking about chili? Oh, that makes more sense. Are you chili with beans or without? That makes sense. I'm just a slow boy. Beans do not belong in chili. Are you crazy? He 86'd for teasing the bald man. Second Kings, yeah. Sorry, 86 is a term from restaurants and bars. Just means no to get rid of. Yeah, I don't work in a bar. Yeah, what is chili without beans? I'm a simpleton when it comes to jokes. What would cause you to believe? Evidence. Chili originated in Texas. Classic Texas chili has no beans, and any Texan will tell you that real chili has no beans in it. Well, Texans are wrong. I did for decades, so why I tend to use it. I mean, that's weird, but okay. That sounds more like an attention grabber for me. like someone that worked for law enforcement or military or something and then getting out and being like, yeah, 6'7", copy. Like, what? No, bro. You're no longer in that career. Talk like a human. Oh, no, man, I just used to work in law enforcement or for the military. I don't give a fuck. Talk like a human. You have an ASMR mic. Thank you. Chixie bought all my shit. Chixie's over on YouTube. Microphone's a nice little Christmas gift from the followers. How about some more beans, Mr. Taggart? I have a lot of friends that say heard the same way, though. Heard, I feel, is a little different. I say heard sometimes, but heard is an English word that means I heard you, whereas 86 is a number that doesn't belong in English language of talking and communicating. I'm not hating, I'm just saying. I was born and raised in Texas, and you have to have beans and chili. That's like saying no meat in chili. People put meat in chili? Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess I could see that. Evidence of what sort exactly? That depends. Provide the evidence. You should request up. That opinion on chili is incorrect. Fight me. This tomato-based business with beans is not chili, it's stew. Well, you know what? You're all heathens because any super stew is witchcraft. You're throwing a bunch of shit, bunch of herbs, and dead animal into a cauldron, and you're stirring it around. You're all fucking witches. Do you want your mind changed? I don't give a fuck. How about you request up and provide evidence? I used to make a vegetarian chili. That sounds good. I do. Just a human who worked in kitchens. Yep. Alchemy is fully based. I know nothing about alchemy, but what I do know about alchemy is every alchemist I've ever met is fucking crazy. I see you, and hopefully one day soon you'll get what you're looking at. No, you can request up and provide it. I'm a witch, didn't realize this. I cook. Is chili good? No. Alchemy is just psychology, same as witchcraft, yeah. Well, alchemy is a lot different. I guess it's not really a lot different. Completely different practice, though. Ah, man. Ah! There are still alchemists? Yeah, when I did my little contract for the army, one of my coworkers was an alchemist. Very fucking crazy dude, though. Very crazy. He was like, he texted me last year out of the random, and he was like, dude, I just went to a different dimension. I'm like, bruh, you need help. Bees don't try to convince flies that honey is better than shit. Okay, then fuck off. What do you want me to say? Your Bible says that you should give people evidence when asked. So maybe read your Bible. If you're going to defend the Bible, at least use it. Now there's a stupid comment, right? I need to update my coffee, BRB. Oh, how much do I have left in this cup? I need some coffee too. I'll be right back. Mwahaha. I want to come back and see some fucking requesters in the chat. All right, we got some coffee. Oh yeah. I'm out of whiskey. Fake creamer, check. No sugar, check. I mean, I could not be a wuss and use sugar and milk. I like sugar and milk. Well, I don't like milk, but am I the only one who drinks chocolate? Yes. Oh, okay. Huh? Shot of iron. Why are you guys talking about liquor? It is 12 p.m. It also says to not cast your pearls before swine. Alright, so if I'm a swine, go fuck yourself. See, this is called cherry picking. You're cherry picking one verse instead of the other verses that disagree with it. Because it says do not cast your pearls upon swine, but it also says when you're asked for the reasons for your belief to give it with respect and love. So you can cherry pick all you want. At least I've read your Bible. I know you haven't. Yeah, 1 Peter 3:15. Go read your Bible, Billy. Go read your Bible. You want me to read it for you? Because I have one, and it's actually on me. Where's your Bible, bitch? Let's go to 1 Peter 3:15. God is this. Show me all the proof. Write his name in the sky. Da, 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 da. First Peter 3:15. But in your heart set apart Christ as Lord. Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for the hope that you have. But do this with gentleness and respect, keeping a clear conscience. Go read your Bible, bitch. Da 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 da. Wonderful, Billy. You're wasting your time then. You're not going to provide any evidence. You're not going to justify your belief. You're going to sit and chat and attack people. You're a piece of shit loser. Request up and provide evidence or get the fuck out of here. I'm done responding to your dumbass. Always keep in mind nearby just in case someone quotes something. Exactly. I always have the Bible on me. You know what I kind of want to do right now since we're waiting? I'm going to get up. I'm going to get Justin's Bible thing up with all the atrocities and start tabbing the Bible real quick. Harassment and bullying. What a little pussy ass bitch. We've only been live for like 10 minutes and I've already got reported for bullying. You're a pussy. You're a pussy. You're a pussy. You're a pussy. Oh, sorry. Did that hurt your feelings? You're a pussy. Who did you choose to be? Let's get you in here. What's up, who? Hey, man, you over the age of 18? All right. Which religion do you follow?
I don't follow religion.
What God do you believe in, dude? Seriously, just be fucking honest. You're an obvious Christian. Just say it.
I believe in Christ.
Right. That is the definition of a Christian. A Christian is someone that follows Christ. Wonderful. So what evidence do you have for your God?
So my evidence for God is the fact that humans there's law and order.
Yeah, that's so
Nature
what?
and
There's
law.
order. Law? Does a coyote go to jail for slaughtering a newborn baby gazelle? Are you stupid?
Well, you know, I didn't.
There is order.
I
Yeah,
didn't say
that's
that.
called
No,
evolution.
I'm referencing biological law and order, but brother,
There is no
insulting
law.
someone is the first sign of unintelligence. 'Cause we just have
No.
normal dialogue.
Insulting you and then also providing an explanation.
Is this a conversation or you just?
So if I insult you, it's because you deserve it. But I provide an explanation. I'm not ad hominem you. An ad hominem is attacking you instead of your argument. I attacked you and your argument. A, just because I am an asshole and fuck you. And B, I still corrected you.
Yeah. So
So would you like to argue?
When I say nature has law and order, that has nothing to do with going to jail. So you didn't, in fact, attack anything I said.
Wonderful. So
made it
change your
your own
verbiage.
rhetoric.
So change your verbiage. Use the correct verbiage because law indicates that there's a law that you must follow or something bad happens. And there is
Yeah,
no law in
nature
nature.
has law and order.
What is it, dude?
Well, relax, bro. Why are you so?
Don't whine. What's the law and order?
Okay, I'll tell you, but let's not be so.
Stop whining. What's the law and order? I don't like whiny babies.
Have you ever been to the Appalachian Mountains?
I said provide me the law and order. Are you seriously going to talk about the rules that they have in Appalachia where if you heard something, no, you didn't? Seriously? That's called
No, that's not what
superstition,
I'm
not law and
talking about.
order.
But you keep muting me
Wonderful.
'cause
So stop whining like a bitch and provide the law and order.
you keep muting me. I'm trying.
Stop whining like a bitch and provide the law and order.
Allow me to.
Okay, you're still whining. Let's go on to someone that doesn't want to whine like a baby. This is for 18 and older. If you're 9 years old, don't request. Caller is too quiet. I turned him up to the same as me. Yeah, I'll turn it up again. There's evidence for God in quantum mechanics. If they bring up the double slit experiment, I'm going to laugh. Hello, Marissa.
Hi.
Hello, are you over the age of 18?
Yes, I'm 25 years old.
Wonderful. Which God do you believe in?
I converted from atheism. I just believe in God in general or a higher existence or I'm a psychic medium, so I can't really say I'm a full Catholic, but I lean towards Catholicism.
Okay, why should I?
You shouldn't lean towards Catholicism. I do think that there's evidence, like I said, in quantum mechanics, specifically biomagnetism and geomagnetism. So there are studies using something called a superconducting Josephson magnemeter. The exact study that you can look.
Yeah, the sensitive instrument for detecting magnetic fields.
Right, so this is a regular quantum mechanic device that measures just geomagnetic activity in general, right? So
Pause. Define
used-
quantum.
I can't.
I know.
I'm
You're
a-
using it as if the word itself is a supernatural term. It's not.
Oh, I don't mean to. I'm sorry. I also am not like qualified by any means to like really speak on physics. I'm just letting you know what I believe is to be evidence and what's been found by the government to be evidence.
All right.
So this magnemeter has been used you can use it outside of the human body to test the field gradient, the electricity voltage of your heart. So they've also found that psychic mediums have been able to affect this magnemeter in closed environmental settings. This has been done by over 20 universities.
Can you give me one?
UC Cambridge,
Okay,
UC
Cambridge.
Davis, and
One sec.
Stanford University.
Cambridge closed testing of magnemeter on psychics.
And clairvoyance. I have some keywords that could be used also to look up those studies. But basically, the evidence that I've seen, because I converted and I looked into it, is the use of this magnemeter with sacrilegious items like a crucifix. So they found that items that usually hold no energy, like a piece of furniture.
100% of all Cambridge studies into psychics, specifically in the 1800s, and then one recently using the squid, which is going to be that magnemeter, have been proven either as where's it go? They were exposed as fraud or they were inconclusive. This is accordance with all the Cambridge studies. So what's the next one? Because it's going to be the exact same. You said Oxford.
So I have a name of the specific document you can look into. I'm from China Lake. It's a weapons base that's hidden. It's the second biggest base in the United States. I don't think that this information is going to be publicly accepted for a long time because they said it's a danger to.
So you're a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, I for sure believe a little bit in different conspiracies, but like I said, I converted from atheism to Catholicism a bit.
You know,
and so
atheism isn't a religion, right?
Right, it's just not believing in existence really after death or like.
What? It just means lacking a belief in God. Atheists can believe in an afterlife, though.
So
Buddhists can be atheists.
they used this device and they checked the geothermal
What about
activity.
China Lake?
The point of that was that there's weapons bases and defense budgets being allocated to like experiments like this that aren't going to be publicly available. But
So,
there are people that
pause.
do.
First of all, I have a secret clearance and worked on a weapons base. So I don't need to hear your description of it. But what I would love for you to do is provide me the citation from this weapons base about this top secret Illuminati controlled thing that
Oh,
proves
they're not
psychics have
correlated at all.
powers.
They're not correlated at all, but you can look up the grand experiment of Inyokern, and that talks about how
Well, you just talked
the
about China Lake.
I know I was bringing that up to let you know that you brought up I forgot what it was specifically, but you said that has to be publicly available information. You're looking up Google to see if this is factually correct, and
So let me ask you,
can
how
look
did you find it?
the same way looking at.
Oh, that's kind of crazy. So it's almost like it could be a lie either way, huh?
There are studies done. I'm a pre-medical.
Okay, wonderful.
psychologist.
Show me the study.
It's important to look at it. I'm trying to. I listed it like twice, and you haven't looked into
Well,
it. I don't know why.
you keep on when you leave the app, we're not able to hear you. So last thing I heard was
okay.
China Lake, and then you left the app.
Sorry, I didn't know that. This is like my
You're
second
good.
time being on live.
You're
So
good.
if I accidentally say like words that I'm not supposed to, I apologize for that. Just
Oh,
let me know.
we say anything here.
I'm gonna write it down first so I could say it because I have to read it. But essentially, it's a danger for these things to be publicly available to the public because having information like clairvoyance and remote viewing, it's not good for the population in terms of private information.
What's the citation?
Okay, so the name of the document in the citation: Geomagnetic Factors in Spontaneous Subjective Telepathic. I can never say the word.
Telekinetic.
Telepathic,
Telepathic.
precognitive,
Precognitive.
and postmortem experience.
And postmortem.
So they used this quantum mechanic device and they were able to see that the geomagnetic activity from the days leading up previous to death, the days of your death, and the day after your death change. And I think that's evidence that there's another side and that God is involved. Same with the use of the studies on the crucifix.
1985. Retrospective epidemiology studies have reported a relationship between the state of disturbance of the magnetic field and alleged spontaneous paranormal phenomena such as telepathy, clairvoyance, recognition apparatus, and that's cut off. Let's go to the CIA.gov. Study was designed to test the reliability of the observation that spontaneous subjective telepathic experiences concerning death and crises have occurred on days when the geomagnetic activity was quieter than the days before or afterwards. Geomagnetic activity at the time of 3 major classes of subjective PSI reports: telepathic clairvoyance, precognitive and post-mortem experiences was compared. Highly statistically significant differences were found between the classes of experiments, and for time by class interactions. Telepathic experiences occurred on days when the geomagnetic activity was much less than the days on which precognitive or postmortem experiences. Very interesting. Let's open this up. That's the abstract. That's pretty cool. The telepathic geomagnetic pattern was internally consistent and very similar to the results of 3 other studies. The results strongly suggest that some factor associated with or enhanced by transient, sudden decreases in geomagnetic activity may facilitate the occurrence or the memory of the occurrence of telepathic experiences concerning death and crises. This is interesting.
Right. So I'm a pre-medical psychology major. I have no degree or I have no like educational background enough to like really speak on the exact math they use for these devices. But there's a lot of keywords you can look into to look into stuff like this. I think it's interesting that they were able to use actual magnometers and controlled experiments to basically review that there is something that goes on during and after our death.
Oh, this is not CIA. This is just a declassified archive paper. CIA did not conduct or endorse the study. What's it saying?
This
Central
person
Intelligence
that did these
Agency.
studies, his name is Hal Puthoff. He was recently, unfortunately, on Joe Rogan.
This is also the same archive that holds UFO reports, psychic claims, astrology, Soviet telepathy.
So
It's just an archive of claims.
the man who did these studies is the head of the Aerial Threat Identification Program and works currently for NASA. So that's why it's important. These people are still prominent in the government. They're still working for the government. The people that did these studies are still physicists that are credited to this day to be
Well, this also isn't peer-reviewed by any means. There's no mechanism of it working, no detection of signals, no demonstration of information transfer, and no proof of survival after death. Self-reported experience. People reporting experiences retrospectively matched to geomagnetic indices. So it's saying that people like you that report quote-unquote psychic abilities, it just happens to be at the same time as these geometric indices match up on the graph with the statistic, the analysis of the bar graph and the numbers. They just happen to match up when people like you say that these things happen.
They would ask people like Uri Geller a question, and then
they also couldn't predict it.
What was that? So they also use professors of statistics to weigh the probability of someone accurately gaining information.
Well, this has no predictive power, even in accordance with the document. There's no predictive power. The procedure has no causation. It's just a correlation. There's no causation for it at all. Geomagnetic activity. It's literally all it's saying is that there's geomagnetic activity during the times that these people were claiming clairvoyance.
Messages. Right, which is proof and evidence.
That's not proof. There's no correlation is not causation. You have to provide the mechanism. Come on now. So little do you know, there's actually a deeper mechanic in physics that's going to explain this in 100 years. Like, that's kind of a crazy God of the Gaps claim, or magnetic of the Gaps claim. Like,
well, this is just one page. You can look up any study that's been done with mediums. Then there are private organizations that only hired previously military psychics and stuff like that.
So just because they're military doesn't mean they're correct? You
don't have to believe in it. You don't have to believe in it, is what I'm saying, for it to be conducted or for it to be applied, unfortunately.
Well, this quote-unquote CIA document, first of all, is not a CIA document. Second of all, it doesn't prove or demonstrate or show mechanism at all. Literally all it's showing is that during this time of this case study, the subjective experience of the person saying X, Y, and Z happened to happen at the same time as these magnetic waves. That's it. It didn't show a cause of the person connecting to and causing this to happen. It was just a correlation that during times of this person saying X, Y, and Z, the magnetic field was doing X, Y, and Z. There's no predictive power to it at all. You got to read the document. No, I'm reading the document. I have the document on my fucking page right now. Like, I'm on the CIA.gov website reading the declassified document. There is zero predictive power.
If someone is able to do a tarot card reading with a superconducting quantum interference device and it's able to be affected when someone's
it wasn't affected because of.
Right.
It was affected during.
There were results on a machine at the same time.
Right.
As someone with information.
It probably would have showed some results if I farted too.
Same as an EKG.
It could have showed results when I farted or sneezed too. That's not being caused by my fart. It's just working while I'm farting. Does that make sense?
If it wasn't a closed experiment.
The document itself disagrees with you. The document disagrees with you. Have you read the document? There's an abstract on documents. You know this. On citations, there are abstracts that explain it. And then it has an introduction. Okay, this one has the introduction, and then it shows the approval for release, the method, database, the procedure they used, the case characteristics, magnetic activity, and that goes on for quite a fucking minute. Then it shows the graphs of the magnetic activity during, after, and before the experiments, which there was always activity before, during, and after. Like, I'm looking at the graph right now. The activity did not stop. So I'm not surprised that somebody claiming to be a psychic superhero happened to have magnetic activity during it when the activity doesn't stop.
Also, plenty of times where they say a mutually
Way to
advent group of
pivot.
people. I understand what you're saying. I
You're
understand
a
that you're saying
conspiracy
that having
theorist. That's all this is.
I'm a Catholic, and I had personal experiences that made me look into why some of this stuff exists.
Well, you didn't look very well because the citation you gave me says you're wrong.
But I didn't know that you can't talk while you're able to look into documents. This is the first page of something I was able to find.
First page? I'm 10 pages down of a 16-page document.
You don't think having a device effective after someone has died?
It was working. Also, the paper itself says this doesn't prove anything about an afterlife.
Right. They're not able to. Why would they?
This is a declassified. It is not classified. There's nothing hidden. There's nothing redacted. It's declassified. You got to read this paper before making crazy claims.
I don't think it's a crazy claim.
It is a crazy claim. You're saying magic is real, and this citation proves it, and the citation itself says you're fucking wrong.
I said I believe in the other side, and I believe there's proof.
Cool. That citation doesn't.
Okay, can we go to the next citation that maybe will make you understand it?
It's going to be the exact same. Your amount of confidence for this one is the equivalent of the confidence you're going to have for all of them, and we're going to go one by one. I'm going to look at them. You can disagree all you want. Facts don't give a fuck about your feelings. Like, seriously, 2 + 2 is 4 whether you want it to be 5 or not.
That you can fart and this magnemeter will be affected when I said that.
I'm saying that's the equivalent of what they were doing. Correlation is not causation. If you look at the graph, the magnetic readings did not stop. There were still readings going on. They may or may not have had spikes during times of psychic episodes, but that is not connecting the psychic episode to the spike. There's no mechanism showing at all. Literally all it's saying is this person jumped and then an earthquake happened. The earthquake is natural. The person just happened to jump before the earthquake happened or during the earthquake's happening. That's not magic, and it's not supernatural. It's two natural things coincidentally happening at the same time. There's no causation there.
This same exact method is how they're able to see haunted areas when you're
No, they're not.
negatively
The abstract
reacting to
even
it.
says that. You're wrong.
When you negatively react to something, the energy accumulates. All I'm saying is
No,
that there's an
it
energy.
doesn't. I've read those studies too. Dude, I practice witchcraft. There's nothing magical about it. It's all psychology and physiology. You should know this if you're studying it. There's no such thing as magic or the supernatural. We have 4 dimensions: height, length, width, and time. There's not a 5th. There's not a 6th. There's theories and theoreticals. There's ideas. But no.
So you don't believe in another side at all? Like
Absolutely not. There's no justified reason to believe in that. You have to have evidence to believe something is true. You have to justify it as true. If I told you I could fly like Superman right now, you wouldn't believe me. Why? Because there's no evidence justifying it. If I then provided evidence of me flying, you would then believe it because it's justified as a true belief. For claims, you have a burden of proof. You have no reason to believe that I can fly until I meet the burden of proof. You're just a conspiracy theorist. That's all this is. These are just conspiracy theories about things that you're ignorant on.
I think that there's ways to look at information, and you can say I'm ignorant based off of one document thing I send you, and that the other side cannot possibly exist because of this document. And I understand that. You're entitled to your beliefs and stuff. I'm entitled.
Are you
to mine.
ignorant on quantum mechanics?
I for sure am not educated on quantum mechanics.
Same. There's nothing wrong with that. But because you're ignorant on it, and because I'm ignorant on it, we cannot say this 100% is because of X, Y, and Z, unless you study it. And you are saying this is 100% supernatural.
I can understand that.
The citation itself doesn't agree with that.
I can respect what you just said alone and nothing else, as much as else. You saying that, well, we can't really have an opinion because we haven't studied this specifically.
You can have an opinion, but it doesn't make your opinion correct. Again, just because you think 2 + 2 is 5 doesn't mean it is.
Same with you thinking on the other side doesn't exist.
I'm withholding judgment. There is no evidence to justify a belief in it. And you saying the other side doesn't mean anything. What, the 5th dimension? The 6th dimension? What dimension? What are we talking about? What is the other side? Describe it. How do you know it is real? How do you know it's true? Well, how do you know where it is? And how did you find out that you know it? How did you test it? How did you critique it? And who else agrees with you? And how did they test it and critique it? These are genuine thoughts that have to be put into claims to know if they're justified to be taken as credible at all, let alone true. You have to actually think critically. We have to critique things.
Right. I think it's concerning when different branches of the military are able to independently annually renew contracts.
This
with these
wasn't
people
done
while
by
we
the government.
simultaneously don't say, okay, this is one document. Like I said, I'm not speaking. We're past that.
Well,
We're
originally
very-
you said this was done by the government. You're still ignorant on what you're talking. You haven't read these citations. You haven't even read them. I'm going to guess that you did a quick little Google research. You saw that there might have been a CIA document and said, holy shit, it's on CIA.gov, therefore it's done by the CIA.
No. Since 2019, I've compiled documents. on
Congratulations. Read them. And then also read the other people's. Read the peer reviews. Test it. Why do they believe it's true? Why should you believe it's true? Don't be a conspiracy theorist about it. Test it.
Right, Hal Puthoff, like I said, is a known physicist who still does these experiments.
Wonderful.
on
There's other
clairvoyants.
physicists that say he's full of shit. Why is he the authority over the others, huh? This is
He
called
works for
confirmation
NASA.
bias. Yeah, other NASA say they're full of shit. Other scientists say he's full of shit. Other scientists say that those scientists are full of shit. Every other scientist says that both those scientists are full of shit. Again, you're appealing to one authority. How do you know that it's true? How do you know that it's credible? How did you test it? How did you demonstrate it? And how should you spread it to me for me to know that it's true? This is what matters.
I don't have the resources to test clairvoyance and
Correct. So saying it's absolutely true is just fucking ridiculous.
do you know what a cloud chamber is? It's been used in
I don't
experiments
care.
since the 1800s, and it was used for it was used with the clairvoyants to see if they could affect a cloud chamber from states away, and they were.
Let
These
me
are
tell
known-
you something.
These are something that the tax
Quantum
dollars are going
mechanics
to.
has nothing to do with supernatural. Quantum just means small, quantifiable. That's it. It's nothing magical.
Right.
It's just regular physics. There's nothing supernatural.
So you've never heard of a cloud chamber experiment?
Nope. I've heard of a lot of experiment, and 100% of all controlled studies come up inconclusive or fraudulent. There is no controlled study that proves there's anything supernatural about this universe. There's no proof of an afterlife. There's no proof of a god. There's no proof of clairvoyance or psychokinesis. There's no proof of magic, M-A-G-I-C. There's no proof. There's no justified reason to believe in it, except for if you're a conspiracy theorist and don't trust fucking any governmental word or any citation. You believe that the tax dollars are being put into this stuff and you have a massive distrust of the government. Congratulations, me too. But that doesn't mean that they're hiding the Illuminati, flesh-eating lizard people from you. That's just
I'm not sure-
stupid.
Right.
Do you believe
I'm
Earth is
not
flat
saying-
too?
Wow. Like I said, tax dollars are going to.
Do you believe
pay
the Earth is
annual-
flat?
They're annually renewed studies. There are different studies other than using a superconducting.
Do you believe the Earth is
modulator.
flat?
No, I don't believe the Earth is flat.
Good. Just because you don't understand something fully, and just because there's a possibility for something supernatural happening, does not tell you that it is supernatural. What it does tell you is, I don't know, and to study it further and find out the mechanism.
Yeah, like I said, if I didn't have my personal experiences, I wouldn't.
We all
believe
have
in
personal
it.
experiences. How do you know your personal experiences aren't hallucination? How'd you test your personal experience?
I don't meet any of the diagnostic criteria for schizophrenia.
I didn't
If
ask
that's
about
what
that.
you're
You know,
implying.
you said that
asked
you
if I
study
had-
psychology, correct?
You just asked.
Yeah,
how do
you
I
said
know
that
how
you
they're
study
not
psychology,
hallucinating?
correct?
Yes.
Wonderful. Which psychology?
What do you mean by
One
that?
of the three?
What do you mean by that? Why do you care?
So you don't study psychology. What is your quote-unquote studying psychology?
My first year, I was a microbiology major, and then I switched over to psychology. I don't know exactly
Right.
what field I'm going to study.
So you've just been
after.
lying to my face this entire fucking time.
How?
So if you're studying psychology, you know that it's a natural thing for people to fucking hallucinate on a consistent basis. You're hallucinating right now. Where's your nose? Your brain is
Everything
blocking it out. That's a hallucination. Congratulations. You ever heard of pareidolia? That's a hallucination. Congratulations. You have it on a daily basis.
You're asking how do I know if something is not a hallucination or not?
Right.
We have different experiences.
Test
I've
it.
been able. I've been able to find a missing person before. This is not something that I need to be.
And how do you know that
validated
you
by another-
found a missing person with magical unicorn powers
Because their body was
versus
found.
psychology and physiology that helped you
Because-
pick up on minute details and microfacial expressions, or
Because-
that you were able to read
you actually wanna
documents
hear
that
about the
helped you find
experience?
things? No, I don't give a fuck about the experience. I care about how you tested the experience. We all have
Okay.
experiences. Doesn't mean that your experience is truly because of a supernatural deity or fucking supernatural world. You have to test it.
Right, by applying it. So if someone goes missing and you ask, hey, what happened to this person? I find out that they're in a waterway system
How?
and they're found 4 days later in the same waterway system. How what?
How?
So the water temperature here during the summertime, it's warm. I felt the water being cold and there being cement. And I got the words Corpus Christi waterway system. That's how I knew it's not through knowing
And
the
did you
tale.
talk to people?
Yes. My parents, I told them about it, and my direct family. And
So you're
friends.
telling me you were just sitting in your room, had a voice in your head say X, Y, and Z. You called
Not
the
a
cops
voice.
and they found a body.
Not a voice.
So what radio did you listen to before that? Do you listen to the radio? Do you look
There-
online for missing persons? Have you ever seen a
Never.
missing person photo on your computer? Do you go to the store where there's missing persons photos? Have you ever walked by this waterway? Have you ever heard anyone ever talk about the waterway? And how do you know that you haven't heard someone talk about the waterway? Maybe you subconsciously overheard someone talking about it on the news, on the radio, in
This
the
is-
car, on the street, etc. How the fuck do you test this to know it's true? This is psychology. Not whatever the
Right,
fuck you
right,
think
right,
you
right.
practice.
I don't practice anything. I don't have a degree in that yet. You have to.
I know you
now.
don't.
Right, but applying something, and all your comments are just sitting here talking about how I am this and that. It's pretty crazy to not ask directly about someone's experiences and then
Your experience doesn't matter.
You're
How you
criticizing
tested the
partially-
experience is what matters. How you know the experience is true is what matters, not the experience.
So
I can give
this
you many
guy has been-
experiences of me witnessing a flying human being in the sky or Santa Claus riding a chariot. Doesn't fucking mean I saw it. Why did I see that is what matters.
And what you do with the information matters. Unfortunately, I didn't report it only to direct family, but his body was found 4 days later, which is what's important. It was ruled a suicide, which it wasn't, and I know it wasn't a suicide.
No, you don't.
It was found because it was in a closed waterway system with
So?
there was a what is that? A manhole cover over his head.
Congrats. Those aren't that
He
heavy.
didn't- He didn't die by suicide.
How do you know
And
that?
I think because I know.
Yeah, you have no fucking backing for any of your claims at all, including the
That's
very
the
first
problem
claim you
with-
provided. You're ignorant, arrogant, and a conspiracy theorist.
I agreed with you on being partially a conspiracy theorist. I do
You're
think it's
100% a conspiracy theorist. 100%. You believed a CIA document being declassified was proof of the supernatural. That's stupid.
I believe in the fact that there are private organizations only hiring
Prove it.
pre-military. Okay. The government, one of the organizations is called PSI Tech. Those are people that worked for the military. They're still helping people with finding missing people. They're helping people
Yeah,
with
because they're experienced. No shit. I would hire them too. All right, we're going to end this here. You have yourself an interesting day. What the fuck? That had nothing to do with God. Yeah, I wanted to like her too. She's a very sweet lady. Very sweet. Just very naive and gullible. The military does not hire psychics. She's full of it. Well, I know that they like do controlled studies or whatever where they hire supposed psychics sometimes. Oh, she did keep it together very well. She did a great job, especially with me attacking her. I think she did amazing. She dealt with my assholeness very well. She's talking about studies that the military didn't give up on from this, like 60s through 90s. Yeah, the study about the magnetic shit was from 1800. You are less assholish with her, to be fair. She wasn't disrespectful. Maybe God is hanging out at China Lake. Cody's usually nice to the ladies. Sometimes he shouldn't be. She was polite. I would not say the cognitive dissonance she did multiple times was handling it good, so to speak. That's fair. There's a massive difference from me calling a dude a bitch versus me calling a female a bitch. There's a massive difference from me yelling at a dude and yelling at a woman. So I can be a lot more of an asshole to my own douchebag of a gender. Who's next? We don't have any requesters up. I think they all got scared. That's the patriarchy for you. Yeah, the guys are usually more deserving. She was very kind. I don't think the military is doing anything that uses psychics or any of that other than mumbo jumbo anymore. I don't know. Even if mediums are real, doesn't mean that God is real. That's true too. We've had quite a few people come in and they're like, I believe in God, and then they hop in and they start talking about aliens. It's just hardcore conspiracy theorists. But also, like when I was hardcore conspiracy theorist, I would use flat Earth to prove God, or I would use the Illuminati to prove God. So in their mind, it goes hand in hand. They genuinely think the entire government is out to lie. There was $1 million prize for a long time. No one ever won it, proving their abilities. That's true too. That is true too. Randy Foundation. Gotcha. My father worked for Project Blue Book back in the 50s. What little he said about it convinced me it was all BS. I love that. Yeah, that's... The thing is, things are kept secret for our own protection. And then they think because it's a secret, they're hiding supernatural shit from us, or aliens. No. It's for your protection. Imagine if we let all the countries know about what weaponry we're making. They'll make the same or stop us. That's dangerous. We have to keep it a secret. Hence, Area 51. She was very sincerely mistaken and hoodwinked and buffaloed or whatever. Come on, Theus, you're making your God sad. Yeah, right. 1 Peter 3:15. Hop in here. Oh, shit. I'm gonna need more caffeine, apparently. Theist summoning circle. Do it. Get them in here. My IQ dropped 2 points. That's funny. A person should not be angry or embarrassed if they need psychiatric help. We all need help. Why are you obsessive over that? Unicorns. I think it is time for round 3 of coffee. We're getting there. We're getting there. Actually, we'll throw on the song and go do that. Let's go on ahead and throw this over to the BRB. And then we're going to throw on the song, and I'll be right back.
Baptizing the chemicals, crawling through the catacombs of every sermon that you weaponize. Now every hit I hold that you hold above my head is just a noose made of the words that you memorize. You say I'm broken, say I'm blind, but you can't prove a God with a state of mind. You want my worship, want me on my knees, but you can't sell faith with a casualty. If you God exists, then show me all your proof. Burn his name into the sky and show me it's the truth. I'm tired of second-hand miracle with zero evidence. If your God is really there, then make him manifest. I've been screaming at the ceiling till my lungs both cave. If he's really in the room, then he can say it to my face. No more echoes in the dark, no more prophets in my head. If your God exists, then prove he isn't dead. You decorate your trauma with God and call it meant to be, but trauma isn't holy just because you survive the scene. You tell me every tragedy is part of some celestial plan, so every suffering child that dies is a message from God's hand. You say I'm lost because I'm asking where the compass is. You call it mystery whenever you can't answer it. If I've answered wrong, you put the dead exist, and for me it's if your God exists, then show me all your proof. Burn his name into the sky and show me it's the truth. I'm tired of second-hand miracles with zero evidence. If your God is really there, make him manifest. I've been screaming at the ceiling till my lungs both cave. If he's really in the room, then he can say it to my face. No more echoes in the dark, no more prophets in my head. If your God exists, then prove he isn't dead. Dear God, if you're there, then why the secrecy? Why am I dissecting all this doctrine like it's therapy? You built a universe but couldn't build a little clarity. You want communion while I'm choking on disparity. They said God is love, but then they weaponized the sentiment, painted over genocide and labeled it benevolent. You're omnipotent, omniscient, but you couldn't intervene. So every tragedy is just a plot twist in your perfect scheme. I'm not your villain just because I see the plot holes. I'm not the devil just because I don't applaud those. If you made me in your image, then you built me with the doubt. So either fix the code or stop deleting when I cry it out. You want devotion, give me evidence that you exist. Cause I'm done signing blank checks to an empty abyss. If faith is all you got, then why you so afraid of proof? If questions are the chase, then why am I the one that's loose? You say I'm playing God because I won't pretend to see. But if you're speaking for your God, what's the true heresy? If your God exists, then show me all your proof. Write his name in the sky and show me it's the truth. I'm done with thoughts and prayers from a book you never doubt. If your God exists, tell him to drag these demons out. I've been screaming at the ceiling till my veins turn black. If
Ah, got my coffee. All right, we need to get some more theistic people in here. Where do I find this track? It's Suno. We're on the same coffee schedule today, Cody. Hell yeah, Steven. No, the song stopped. It's a good song, isn't it? It's a damn good song. These are the final days where no Christians are left. That's what it's seeming like. It is a damn good song. Are we doing YouTube call-ins? I can set up the link, but we never get YouTube call-ins anyway. There's the link to call in. We just never get callers on YouTube. ASMR debate. Wish. It wouldn't be a bad idea to have background music, though, would it? Do like how I became an atheist testimonials. Oh, God. All the Christians have been raptured. The rapture was a typo. Why you don't have a Christian to talk to? Because they're too scared to request up. YouTube call-ins would open up some beatboxing from someone in chat. Well, they're open, but yeah, people don't like to request on YouTube for some reason. The majority of the YouTube viewers are trolls in chat or just you guys hanging out. TikTok is where we get them. The only problem is that we got reported for harassment and bullying like 10 minutes into the stream, so that's why it slowed down on TikTok. I guess I can go on ahead and restart the TikTok stream. Yeah, we only have 40 people in here. May as well restart the stream. Yeah, we'll restart a TikTok stream. Get some people in here. I'll watch my tongue so we don't get fucking shut off again. There has to be a way to combat. Nope, there's not. But also, I am saying things that go against the TikTok service. Oh, I don't think shadow banning is a real thing. All right, everyone's coming back. Hell yeah. No, I get reported every time I call someone a name, which is fair because it is technically against the TikTok guidelines. Technically, I am doing what they consider harassment and bullying. Like, it's not false reporting. They're reporting me because I am an asshole. They're correct. They are correct that I am an asshole. You have to play the intro song upon restart. You would just want to hear it, don't you? There you go. YouTube does not have the same restrictions, no. Your God exists. Write his name in the sky. Show me victory. I love this song. Make him manifest. Thank you, Penny. What band is that? It's not. Suno. I need 1 more cent to give to Rose.
Decorate your trauma with God and call it meant to be, but trauma isn't holy just because you survive the scene. You tell me every tragedy is part of some celestial plan, so every suffering.
Evidence.
Hey,
Nice,
I'm
dude.
not doing philosophy, but would you like to provide evidence that justifies a belief?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Wonderful.
one.
Nope, I said no philosophy.
Oh, so I can't give an argument?
No. Arguments don't prove anything anyway. Because each argument, the premises have to be
valid.
true. No, false, incorrect. A sound argument is an argument that has proven true premises. So even the premises are claims that need to be justified with external evidence justifying them. So let's start with something super simple for you. God made the universe, correct or wrong? That was a simple question. Yeah, is the universe empirical? Yes or no?
By empirical, you mean what there?
You know exactly what the fuck I mean. Do I need to go to the dictionary and teach you a word today?
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you a simple I'm asking you a simple thing. If you actually study philosophy, you should know this. Is the universe empirical? Yes or no?
By empirical, you mean
All right, go fuck yourself, bitch. Incapable of answering questions and you want to stick to your Philbro script? Go fuck yourself sideways. Much love, motherfucker. Don't come back. Me Googling empirical. Empirical just means all things that are demonstrable, testable. The universe is all observable, testable. Empirical is observable rather than proven through logic. It's testable and demonstrable, observable, and that's how we prove things instead of logic and reasoning. But even in accordance with logic and reasoning, you still have to have justified premises for your arguments. So if I say this all the time, here's a metaphysical framework. If God existed, would he be a man or a woman? This is metaphysical. I'm not making a claim. I'm not saying that this unproven being does exist. I'm saying if this thing existed, would it be 10 feet tall? Could it have this power? If it did have this power, would that break any of the laws of logic? Would it be valid? You can make a framework for this possibility of existence for this thing, okay, in this little box. But the second you say, this god or this unicorn is in my backyard, it's no longer metaphysical. Sure, it's a the unicorn, the god is metaphysical. But the second you say it's in my backyard, it's not a metaphysical claim anymore. You are now saying this metaphysical thing actually fucking physically exists in the real world. And that requires demonstration. So no, they don't even know how philosophy works. I can describe Bigfoot, doesn't make him real. I can describe Santa Claus, doesn't make him real. You could describe God, doesn't make him real. Even if it's valid. Even if it's a valid argument. Could God be omnipotent? You could make that into a valid argument. Does it mean it's true in reality? Nope. You need to demonstrate that it's actually true. Oh, we got all the Phil bros once we restarted. I saw a clip of you getting destroyed. Congrats, bro. I LARP when bored.
Hey, what's up, man?
Premise
I
one?
said what's up, and this guy's like stomached. Like, what's going on here?
Premise one?
Yeah, I just want the argument for.
All the Phil bros decided to join. Yeah, so I'm actually going to use the argument from Can you repeat that a little slower? Oh, you didn't understand. You're such a slow boy, low tier, slow boy, slow boy. You're such a low tier. You don't even understand the words that I'm using. You didn't understand that argument. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. You're such a low tier, slow boy, slow boy. Oh my god. You're slow boy. For all the Phil bros that just joined, I'm a slow boy, low tier. There you go. You don't need to request up. That I blocked you? Which one are you? A piece of shit? That's probably why you're blocked. Backshot something something. Oh yeah, they love backshots. Giving and receiving. You do that coked up Phil Doe voice a little too well. I know. I couldn't hear what he said. Oh, I turned up the volume a little bit. The OBS update is really weird with the audio. It's funny because the more that I don't interact with the Phil douchebags, Phil bros, the highly intelligent people, they're all going to leave and move on to the next person, which is probably going to be Ian, Planet Peterson, Justin, fucking somebody. And they're all just going to leave. So I'm going to go from all 60 some odd people down to like 30 because 100% of them are all just pathetic little gremlins. I like backshots too, but they aren't deserving of them. Oh, I just gave you backshots. You're such a slow boy, low tier, low tier. I just clipped that. Weren't you just clipped by somebody 3 days ago that made you look stupid? What kind of a fucking argument is that? Oh, you didn't understand this $5 filler word? You're such a low tier. You're low tier. You don't even know what you're talking about. Premise 1, axiom. Premise 2, rhetoric. Premise 3, words. Conclusion. I'm a dumbass. I love you, Woden. None of them pay bills, by the way. Oh, fuck no. I'm not dealing with flat earthers. We just dealt with a hardcore conspiracy theorist. Hell no. Host, you're imaginary. Nope. That is a nice claim, though. Married a long time. Clipped. No more backshots. What? Phil bros have a strong herding instinct. Premise 1. Why don't you believe? They always start with a damn question. They do always start with a question. Is God metaphysical? Yep. Can they prove you're imaginary? Nope. But this guy, instead of requesting up, he's going to talk in chat because he's too much of a pussy to actually join. Ian is good, but when he engages with a Phil bro, I tune out. So only theists can comment? No? Dude, we have so many Phil bros in chat right now. What do you mean by believe? What do you mean by imaginary? What do you mean by change? What do you mean by and what do you mean by mind? What do you mean by that? Because the definition that I subscribe to, because words are subjective, the definition I subscribe to, I don't agree with you. Cool. Well, what do you mean by cool? Because the definition of cool, I don't subscribe to. Go fuck yourself. Well, what do you mean by go? What do you mean by fuck? And what do you mean by yourself? Because I don't subscribe to those definitions of those words. Therefore, I'm correct. Jesus Christ. Ugh. How you doing, Kashka? This guy's kind of funny. I'm kind of stupid. The Jordan Peterson tactic. Yeah. I'm confused. How do arguments not prove anything because the premises have to be true? So, okay, in logic, I could say something like, I have a cat. All cats are black. Therefore, my cat is black. That's a valid argument. Okay, it's valid, but it's missing information in the premises. So it's not a sound argument because the premises aren't true. I would still have to prove that all cats are black, and I would still have to demonstrate how my cat would be black, therefore. Valid arguments are not necessarily true arguments, but a sound argument is both valid and true. So something like a God argument literally cannot be sound because God sure is metaphysical. And to question things like, could God have this characteristic or this power? That's metaphysical, and you can make that a valid argument. But just because you made your metaphysical God into a valid argument doesn't mean your metaphysical God is real. It just means that you formulated a valid thought process around this imaginary friend of yours. If you say this God therefore made the universe, that's no longer metaphysical. You're talking about the empirical, demonstrable universe. You'd have to demonstrate how he made the universe, or that he even did make the universe, which would include proving he exists, proving the universe was made, and proving that he made the universe, which would require showing and demonstrating how he did it. So, any God argument is not sound because that has not been done. It's literally impossible at this moment. There is no such thing as a sound argument for God because the premises are not proven to be true in reality. Let's get CBD in here. How's it going, CBD?
Hey, man, am I coming through clear?
Yes, you are. One sec. Chat, is he too loud or too quiet, or is he fine? Can you say test and test in a couple times?
Test, 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 test.
Test, 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 test. All right, we
1,
should be the
2,
same.
3.
Fine, cool. All right, you are coming in clear. Awesome. You're over the age of 18?
Yeah, 25.
Wonderful. Which God do you follow?
The Abrahamic faith of
Cool.
God of the Bible.
All right, what you got for me today?
Well, I'm on the opposing side of views, obviously, that's why I'm up here, but I would like to throw a couple thoughts back and forth and just see where we stand on certain things. I think that it's the one of the very first inventions that humans made before technology was the invention of a god. So I'm gonna grant you your stance that it's imaginary, okay? One of the very first basic inventions, and I find it quite strange that out of all the things humans can create, we created a self-limiting device. We would create something that we would have to look up to. We created something that we have to be submissive to. That's not necessarily in line for human nature to do. We would rather
Yeah, it is.
we would rather have progressive ideas like build cars, build civilizations, things that make us bigger than what we are, but yet we created something
God was made
that
up to answer the unknown. It's a fear thing. Survival
so
instinct.
it makes sense that we would create something that would self-limit ourselves.
Well, yeah, something more powerful and knowledgeable than us means that we don't have to have all the answers because he does. Therefore, we can put our trust into something because we don't trust ourselves. It's quite simple. You're making it way too difficult.
I absolutely would like to say that if God was not there's so many gods, right? Okay, so first you have to talk about God, and then there's so many gods. But to me, in my logic, this is how my brain works as a believer. The fact that there's so many gods proves to me that there's only one. The fact that there's so many renditions of something,
That
there's so
doesn't
many shades of
prove
a
any
color.
of the God exists.
It's logic that follows that would
No, it's
prove
not.
that would say that
That's
God
not
exists.
logical at all. Do you know what logic is and how it works? You're talking about
Have you ever
reasoning.
seen? Go ahead. You just say your thoughts.
Okay, logic is a kind of like how math, you take numbers, put them together into equations to come up with conclusions. Logic is the same thing as that. It's a formula to know if your thoughts are true.
Okay, I'm gonna give an example, a real brief, like 2 sentence example of something. It's kind of comedic in nature when I bring it up, but you know those coconuts where you be at a carnival or something, then they have coconuts in their or they have a cup. That's a better example. They have a cup, and under these 3 cups is the ball, and he's gonna shake up the cups, and then you have to decide. There is one true ball under, or one prize under one of the cups as he shakes them up. And then that's how I kind of view that's how I view the whole God thing. There's so
It's
many
not even
gods,
close
but
to the same. You can see the cup and you can see that there's something under the cup due to all the evidence provided. It's not even close to the same. There's no evidence for God.
so, well, you, we can jump into physics and talk about how physics is
Physics
mathematical.
doesn't prove God either.
There's a formulaic, there's a equation to how the universe works.
Cool. Doesn't prove God.
it will most definitely point towards God rather
No, it
than
wouldn't.
away. There's things that point towards.
Nope.
See, I'm
Nothing.
not gonna be a
There's no evidence for
determinalist.
God.
I'm not gonna say, okay,
I don't care.
I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna be biased.
Be
And I'm
biased.
say
Prove God.
there's things I'm saying I'm gonna be unbiased.
Be
I'm gonna be
unbiased.
unbiased
Prove God.
and be in the middle. Okay, we could talk about people like to say that there's creation. So
Okay.
there must be
Prove
a
it's created.
creator. Okay, I would take it creation, that's basic. You can create a blob of gum and then it has, or you can create a blob of nothing, but that still
Is the
doesn't
universe
entail
created?
anything. That doesn't entail anything. You can create some. Let's go beyond creation.
You're
I
on a
think we need
long
to
ass fucking tangent that I couldn't
look.
give
We
two
need to
shits
go
less
beyond.
about. I want you to provide
Well,
evidence for your God. I
you
don't.
absolutely do
I
care
don't want
about
to
because you're
listen to your
hosting a
stories.
panel.
I'm
You're
hosting a
hosting a
debate
panel.
panel. You're correct. Can you provide
Exactly.
evidence
So
for your
you
God?
do care about my
Can you
opinions
provide
to an
evidence for your
extent.
God? I don't give a fuck about your stories.
And it's easy to talk cuss over a screen.
Oh God. Gawain's tribe. What's up, Gawain?
Hello? What's up, bro?
Hey man, you over the age of 18?
Yeah,
Cool. Which God do you follow?
Christian God.
All right, what you got for me today, brother?
Okay, so my question is, why don't you believe in
There's
a
no evidence for
in
a
a
God
God?
for me to justify a belief in a God.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna be respectful as possible. I'm gonna explain it. So here's how I look at it, right? The creation of the universe.
Nope.
I'm either hello?
Yeah, no, I don't
Okay.
accept that. Prove the universe
Okay.
was created.
So let's say I have a bag of Legos, right? If I shake up this bag of Legos, how likely is it that I'll create this intricate
Again,
structure?
you're presupposing the universe was created. Prove the universe was created.
It has to be because it's so intricate. And even if you look at humans,
There's a mathematical formula that you shaking that Lego will end up in many different possibilities, and you can actually formulate which order it could fall into because the universe in and of itself is of order, and chaos has order to it as well. So both your analogies fucking suck. Can you provide evidence that the universe is created?
you said there's a formula for the Legos being an intricate
Chaos
structure.
theory shows us that chaos has order. Can you provide evidence that the universe is created?
Okay, could you break down chaos theory to me?
No, we're going to move on to your claim that the universe is created. Stop pivoting.
Okay, bet. Here's why it has to be created. I think I already said this. If we look at how vast and intricate it is, right? Let's say the universe has always been. It can't be. Why? Because it's still expanding.
Nice claim.
Does that make sense?
Can you demonstrate how the universe was created?
You want me to demonstrate? I don't think I can demonstrate how it's created. I
Well,
can
it's a
explain.
scientific claim, so you need to demonstrate it.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know how. I'm sorry, I can help you out with that one.
So then you don't
But,
know that it's created. Thank you.
It's faith.
Yeah, faith is belief without evidence. So again, you don't know that it was created. You think it was created because you're ignorant.
Well, I have evidence. I think I just shared it.
Provide it.
Look at humans. So look how, let's say our organs, right? Perfectly stacked on
They're
top
not
of each other.
perfectly. Dude, you eat and breathe out of the same hole, and because of that, people die. That's not perfect. That's stupid.
That's sin.
No,
Sin
that's
means
another
that it's
claim.
created.
Stop making claims. Your first claim is the human body and organs are perfect. That's fucking stupid. Dude, you die because you breathe oxygen. That's why you age.
A part of sin. Before sin
That's a
entered the world,
claim. That is a
it was
claim.
perfect.
That's another claim. You have, dude.
Okay, I
Stop
don't think I'm
providing
explaining-
claims as your explanations. You want to go to the sin story? Wonderful. Prove Adam and Eve existed. If you want to fucking
Bible.
jump around story to story, the Bible is proof that Adam and Eve existed. Seriously, you want to go there? Really? Okay, Spider-Man is proof Spider-Man exists. Prove me wrong.
How do you know that George Washington existed?
Because we have his fucking lineage, first of all, dumbass.
Okay, we have the lineage of Adam and Eve in
Prove
the
it.
Bible.
No,
Read the
we have
Bible
DNA
again.
testing to reach George Washington. What DNA shows us that we connect to two human beings?
DNA test?
There, dude, we
No,
were
I'm
not,
asking- I'm
we were
trying- I'm
not
trying to
created
understand.
from two people. That is stupid and impossible. You know
saying we
how
weren't created from
fucked
Adam
up
and
we
Eve?
would be if we were all made from incest?
Okay, I can see your point. I can see your point. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know everything.
I know you
I'm
don't.
sure you know.
You are
Yeah,
indoctrinated. You were given a belief and you took it and accepted it because your parents told you it and you never critically thought about it. The
okay. I'm
Bible
gonna
is
tell
the
you.
claim. The Bible says
Okay.
there's an Adam and Eve. Facts
I'm,
don't agree. There is no evidence pointing to that. The Bible
okay. I'm gonna
brings
give you.
claims. That's the same as the Quran. The Quran has claims. It is a
Okay.
book written by human beings.
Okay. I'm gonna give you the reason why I believe in God. It's not because of my parents. Yes, they played a part. I'll agree to that. I believe in God because yes, He saved my life and changed me around. As far as the Bible being man-made, how can different accounts throughout different periods in time all line up and make the same story?
Because the
Now, if you
future
ask me,
accounts were able to read the older accounts, dumbass. They're all religious texts that were preserved. That's the equivalent of me reading Spider-Man 1 and then you going, holy fuck, how'd you know to write Spider-Man 2? Because Spider-Man 1 was fucking written and I could read it. That's so fucking simple. You need to learn how to critically think.
okay, I'm sure you're smarter than I am.
I'm not.
You can kick me. Well, you sound like you know a lot more than I do. After
Well,
I say this, you can kick me and bring up the next person.
if you're preaching,
Before
I'm kicking
before
you immediately.
I'm not. As far as the Bible being a man-made thing, like I said earlier, I think it's near impossible for these prophecies
Not a
and
single
these
prophecy.
stories all lining up all perfectly and making the same account. And as far as you
I just
personally, right?
explained that, dude.
As far as you personally, I'm sure you've had some bad experience
Dude,
with Christianity. But hey,
dude,
but before I go, God loves you.
I just said don't fucking preach. Pay attention. The Genesis story. Okay?
He loves you and everyone.
Exodus is able to read. There you go. Somebody that is writing Matthew could have read Genesis, and Genesis says that this is going to happen in this time period. Guess what? Matthew just throws that in there. Congratulations, it's not a fucking prophecy.
So they were lying.
I don't know. Prove they weren't.
Would you die over?
Oh my god. What's
good,
up,
man?
Stin?
Yeah, so my belief of God comes through Christianity and just the whole story of Christianity starting. So, I guess do you believe Jesus existed as a person on this earth?
Pretty agnostic about it.
So you're a little unsure. You can't necessarily prove that he existed, essentially.
Pretty much.
Damn. Okay. Well, I mean, if that's the case, I don't want to waste your time. Because here's what I'm saying.
Okay. What's up, Big Chief? We cannot hear you.
Oh no. See. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Are you over the age of 18?
Most definitely. Yeah.
All right. Which god do you follow?
So I'm reading to the prompt. Your God is imaginary. Changed my mind. Imaginary in what sense? What you mean? Like it doesn't exist?
Prove me wrong.
How are you talking?
Vocal box.
What makes that vocal box?
Biology.
And what makes up biology?
Evolution. Do you want to go all the
That's
way back to the hot dense state? Cool. Prove God made it.
say again.
Human beings come from evolution, billions and billions of years of evolving
Yeah,
creatures. And if you
but
want to go
what
all the way
makes
back, and back, all the way to the hot dense state, wonderful. Prove God made it.
that's not what I'm asking, and you're muting me when you're not understanding my question. I'm asking a simple term. What is humans, the bodies of humans made of?
A lot of stuff.
So in essence, what I'm trying to say is that your body and the way you talk, the way you move, the fact that you can do anything is coming from pure energy. So what is
Nope.
energy?
Is my heart a photon?
Is your heart able to move because of
Is my
energy,
heart a
because of a
photon?
photon? Yes, melanin. So melanin
Is
transmitters,
my
right?
heart a photon?
No, we're not going to do that. That's straw man. Let's
Is my heart a photon? And my body's made of matter.
brother. What is
Is my heart a photon?
you keep muting me? How much
You're
talk to you?
incapable of answering a yes or no question. So let me mute you again. Is my heart a photon? Yes or no?
Yes, your heart is a photon.
All right, you're dumb. RC. What's up, RC?
Hello.
Hey there, you over the age of 18?
Yes.
All right, which God do you believe in?
The Christian God.
Cool, what you got for me?
Yeah, I think everything you believe is imaginary too. I mean, it's just a belief versus a belief.
Cool, well, I have evidence that I exist. Where's the evidence that your God does?
You have evidence that you exist.
Yep.
Is that the claim? Okay, but your whole worldview is based on your existence?
Nope.
Okay, so then what does your existence have any relevancy
You're supposed to be
to?
changing my mind, bud. Nice burden shift.
Well, I'm just saying you don't believe that there's a God. You believe probably
Give me a
abiogenesis,
reason.
that life exists
Well, you
absent
do
the
too.
creator. Yeah, but right, this is belief versus belief. It's not like fact versus fantasy. It's
It
belief
very
versus
much is.
belief.
Demonstrate.
Prove abiogenesis. They've been trying to do that for decades.
You believe in it.
I don't believe in
Yeah,
abiogenesis.
you did.
Well, with a creator, but you believe that.
No, you believe in it. What were you made
Okay.
out of?
I was made out of inorganic material from a god.
Uh-huh. That's a hell of a story, bud.
Mm-hmm. You believe that it can just
That's a
happen
story.
from nothing.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Nice
they can't
straw
prove
man.
it. So. No, but it is a belief.
Hey, have you asked me what I believe about it?
So you do believe it.
Have you asked
parts
me?
of it. What do you believe about it?
Good boy. I don't know.
So you don't know.
There you go. So why should I believe you?
You don't have to, but I'm just saying you have a belief.
I do have to, according to you. So why should I?
No, you don't have to believe it.
Okay, cool. Fuck off.
No, RC is gone.
Oh, you want him back?
I don't care.
What were you gonna argue with him about?
I just
He's back.
I've seen some debates.
The animosity is funny. It's like palpable.
Well, you're incapable of providing any justification for your beliefs, so why would I talk to you further?
You didn't ask. You didn't ask why I believe.
Yeah, I have. Your God is imaginary.
No, you
changed
didn't
my
ask
mind.
once why I believe.
Shut up. Your God is imaginary. Changed my mind.
Shut up. All right, faggot.
Yeah. Oh. And slurs. No hate like Christian love.
RC.
The prompt is literally asking you to do it, so if you're incapable of being literate, just don't request. Oh shit. Muslim.
Man, that sucks.
Hello there.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you over the age of 18?
Say what? Sorry?
You over the age of 18?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're Muslim?
Yes.
All right. Why should I be?
You're kind of quiet.
Just to clarify, you said to the RC guy that you believe we exist, right? Or they believe that you exist at least, right?
Oh yeah, it's an axiom that things exist. You want to prove it wrong?
Could you qualify what you mean by that?
You don't know what an axiom is? Why are you talking about simple things if you don't?
No. I want to understand what you mean by that.
Axiom, self-evident truth. So do you have any justification for why I should believe in your God?
How is it a self-evident truth?
It's an axiom. Things
I
exist.
want to know how you... Give me
Self-evident means it is
you
the
came
evidence
to
of
that,
its
so that-
existence, and evident means it requires external evidence for it to be true. So that an axiom is something that is self-evident. We grant it as true. So do you have any justification to believe in your God, or do you just want to keep on shifting the burden of proof like a scumbag douche?
It's self-evident. It's self-evident.
So I'm going to ask you twice now, since you completely ignored what I said and just waited for your turn to talk.
Wait, don't mute me.
So I'm going to mute the fuck out of you if I want to. And
Your
now
mom's a
just
bitch.
just because you told me not to mute you.
Your mom's a whore.
Cool.
Your mom's a whore.
Cool. Did you enjoy your last night?
All right, have a good day.
Fuck you. Would you like to justify your God,
What
or
conversation? You didn't even let me speak.
would you like to justify your God?
Bro, I'm trying to ask.
No, stop
I'm
asking.
trying to ask.
Nope, stop. Your God is imaginary. Change my mind. Thank you. Stop shifting the burden of proof.
Baked.
Stop shifting the burden of proof and change my
This
mind.
is fun. I love talking to ignorant fucks like you. All right, look. I'm trying to figure out.
Attack the argument, not me.
Baked.
I'm not attacking you.
You did. You just said ignorant fuck instead of attacking my argument. Change my mind.
Your mom's a whore.
That is attacking me and my family.
That one is self-evident.
Okay, that
Your
is.
mom's a whore.
These are ad hominem fallacy attacks instead of attacking the argument.
Self-evident truth. Take care, man.
Your mom's a whore. Take care. Oh God, that was great. You might like this guy. I don't want to spend time on him, but maybe you'll get somewhere with him.
I wish RC didn't say bad words.
Okay, I'm back, man. So no, your heart is not a photon. I was just being an asshole.
I know you were. That's why I kicked you for being a dumbass.
But she was being an asshole because this is the thing.
Attack the argument, not me.
Okay, so what do you think God? What is God?
Attack the argument, not me. Prove me wrong. Change my mind. Stop
No
shifting.
problem. I'm not attacking the argument. I gotta
change my mind. Provide evidence for your God. It's there in the prompt. If you're incapable of changing my mind, fuck off. You don't have to ask me questions to change my mind. Just provide your evidence that will change my mind.
Okay, because you're boxing me in to say God, right? I want to take the God word out. We're going
Cool.
to take
Unicorn.
God out of here.
You're a magical unicorn. Prove it.
Okay, so I'm speaking. I have a soul. The ancients already went over these things.
Claimity, claim. You want to prove a soul exists?
So things cannot move. Inanimate objects,
Pause.
right? Like a rock cannot move.
Pause. You're doing the same thing you did last time, and you're going to make 4 billion claims instead of proving them. Soul is a claim.
We all know that a rock.
Prove the soul. This is a claim. Stop pivoting.
What I'm trying to say is that
Prove the soul. It's a claim.
that's why I'm trying to prove you.
A rock is not a soul. You don't need to talk about a rock to prove souls exist. Prove a soul.
I'm contrasting. It's called contrasting.
Nope. What you're going to do is talk like an adult. Use science to prove the soul.
In science, we use contrasting with science.
Contrasting? You don't even know words. Prove the soul.
Again. So the soul exists.
Prove it. That's a claim.
Because you're able to first and foremost think.
That's thanks to my brain, not a soul.
Thoughts.
Prove the soul.
That's not a physical thing.
Yeah, it's in my
physical.
brain. It's part of my brain. It's an emergent property of the brain. That's consciousness. So can you prove soul?
No,
prove the soul.
You literally just said something about the brain that doesn't make sense.
Prove the soul.
I'm telling you that.
Pivot queen. See if Solomon has an argument. Solomon's not able to join. I want to see how high he is. Lucifer.
How's it going?
Oh, theist or atheist?
Neither. I want to sit in on this. I agree with you, buddy.
Well, you're not going to sit in here.
Nobody's
a co-host.
All right.
I appreciate you, though. You have a good day. Oh, man. Why is nobody here? Because he's smarter than me. Let's get Teddy in here. It's nice watching someone who doesn't take the BS, to be honest. Hell yeah. Oh, he left too. Cosplay Satanist, pretty much. Is nobody here? Yeah, nobody's on here. He wanted the Big Brother experience. Pretty much. Nothing wrong with it, but it says theists only on the fucking page. Right? Here it says theists only, so I figure most literate people can understand. I like when they are overconfident and condescending or spectacular in the silly realm. Yeah. At least the magnometer girl was original. That's true. Did you hear that argument, dude? The magnometer?
Oh, yeah, I was listening.
Oh my god, this guy's back. Okay, I'm going to shut the fuck up and let you deal with him because I don't have patience for it. You do. And he's going to keep coming back, so I'm muting up. Have fun.
Dude, because nobody's want to come in and express what they want to say, so I'm going to keep on coming back. Again, you say I'm making claims. I'm telling you that how else do you think? And what is the way that we think? What is thought? Thought is not coming from the physical realm. We should know that because everything that you see in this physical realm comes from thought, the unseen. So, I mean,
why do you?
I mean, you can laugh about it, but if anybody just hear what I'm saying, it makes logical sense.
Why would I think that thoughts? Why would I think that thoughts don't arise from physical matter?
Think about it. How? How could it be? A thought, you cannot grab a thought. You cannot hold thoughts. You can only manifest it or produce it into the physical realm by doing physical things. It's two separate situations. So when you say, well, who's a God?
Wait, you just said that it's manifested by doing physical things?
Exactly. The only way thought can come into this physical realm is by you doing physical things to make it happen. It's simple.
Yeah. That's what I said.
No, well, he's telling me that when I'm talking about the spirit or the soul, I'm telling you, where do thought come from? That is your God. That is your God. Period.
No, your thoughts come from your brain.
Okay, man. So tell me how do you have an instinct, right, about somebody and it just come explain that. Explain how it comes in your brain, nobody. Explain that.
How could I wait? Are you asking
explain
about
that explain that unseen things like your thoughts come from this physical world.
I can add into this one. Big Chief.
Are you saying that like how you can intuit the type of a person is
listen.
Evidence of something?
Say that one more time. I'm gonna listen to you. Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Are you saying that like because you can intuit what type of a person is when you meet them, that has some type of bearing on this conversation?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what you did say.
No, that's what you're claiming I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is this as simple as this. You have feelings, right?
Yeah, chemical reactions. Yeah. Congrats.
Right?
I have feelings, yeah.
Where do you...
Chemical reactions.
Tell me, how does the feelings that come from...
Chemical reactions.
No, that's not all the way true because...
Yeah, it is. Okay. What does serotonin do?
Serotonin does a lot in the body.
What is serotonin? The what chemical?
Serotonin...
is the what chemical? Two words.
I gotta brush up on my biology.
It is the feel-good chemical. The feel!
Okay, dopamine.
Oh, damn. Right. I thought the two words were happy and ness.
Okay, but this is what I never said nothing about no happiness, but you can't understand happiness without sadness. So all these things come from within.
Happiness is a bunch of chemicals and reactions with nerve endings. Your chemicals go to the brain and say, hey, I'm serotonin. Hey, I'm dopamine. Hey, I'm oxytocin. I want you to feel this way. And the nerve ending sends that to the brain and goes, hey, we need to feel this way.
So you're telling me based off of my body, I'm feeling because of how that's how I'm thinking. Everything I feel emotionally is becoming from my body. That's not true at all.
It is, literally. You can change your fucking feelings by taking shots. By taking and injecting chemicals. You can get rid of pain thanks to chemicals. All these things are fucking chemicals, dude. It's nerve reactions, chemicals, and neurons.
You know that your gut health has an impact on your mental health?
Of course. The gut is your first. The gut is your first brain, actually. So
yeah, why?
Because I literally just said your gut is like the first. It has all the what is it? Melanin receptors or I forget what it is. But listen, we're going into a different topic here about this biology. What I'm asking
all I heard right there was I'm losing an argument. Let's change the subject.
No, I'm going right back to the subject. Nobody. Where do the intuit like? All right, let me slow it down here. Let me slow it down. When I'm telling you that that the thought process comes from within, right? How do I even build something? How do I know how to even think of what I like? If I got the passion to want to go complete something, like that doesn't come from a physical, like your body is going to tell you, oh, I want you to become this
Hey,
doctor
Big Chief.
and X, Y, and
Big
Z.
Chief,
That doesn't,
this
it
this
doesn't
is
work
how I'm
like
able
that.
to create things. These things are called opposable thumbs.
Yeah, but something is telling your thumb to talk. Something is
Yeah, it's
telling
called
you
your
to talk.
brain, Big Chief.
Explain this. How
It's
do you
called your
even get
brain,
your
Big Chief.
personality?
It's called your brain, Big Chief. Did you know that amputees are given prosthetic arms? They put neuron connections into it, and whenever the nerve signal spikes into the connection, it tells the prosthetic arm to move its fingers. It is all nerve and electrical impulses. It is all in the brain, my boy.
But you take the part of
Tell me I'm wrong.
the,
Tell me I'm wrong, Big
even
Chief. Tell me I'm wrong, Big Chief.
even the innate
Big
part
Chief,
of
stop
wanting to
pivoting.
live.
No
Where
pivoting.
do
No
the
pivoting.
thought
No
process?
pivoting. No pivoting. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm asking.
Do
you're not
fingers
wrong.
move? Do fingers
Okay,
move
listen.
thanks to electric signals? Yes or no?
We can agree. We
Do
can agree
fingers
on
move
that.
to electric?
Yes, we can
Good
agree on the
boy.
biology of the
Good
body.
boy.
Yes.
Good boy. Now next
No,
claim.
don't disrespect me.
Next
I'm not a
claim.
boy.
Fuck
I'm
you.
the man.
Next claim.
Damn, that's crazy.
Hold on. You asked.
So tell
you
me,
asked
how
what
does
makes,
the go ahead?
You
go ahead,
asked
buddy.
what makes your. You asked what makes your personality how it is, and it's a combination of like how you develop it, like regarding neurophysiology, and then also the social setting that you're in as you develop. That's it. That's you.
So you're telling me that why do children have their own personality that's besides their parents and their the way they was raised?
Because
Come on,
everyone's
bro.
different. Because everyone is different.
It could be two children. That's what I'm saying. Two children in the same house is not going to have the same personality.
Yeah, they have different makeup inside their brain.
So you now that makes sense, chat.
Yeah, you ever heard of a
just said they got
lobotomy?
two different
Big Chief,
brains,
you ever
so
heard of a lobotomy?
Yes.
What happened to people that got lobotomies? What happened to their personality?
I haven't done the research on that.
It
buddy.
fucking changed because it's in the fucking brain. Do some goddamn basic bitch fucking
Bruh,
research,
that
you
is-
dumbass.
no, but that doesn't make it an end all and be all just because you found some research.
Big
on
Chief,
that.
what happens when you get hit really
Like,
goddamn
what?
hard in the brain? You get knocked the
Like,
fuck
what? Still, he didn't
out.
make sense. He literally told me two people in the same household can be two different ways because they got two different brains.
They have different observations of the world. They have two different parents with two different
How?
genes that get spread into two different people at different rates.
That's all, but these are claims. That's
They're not
proven.
claims,
They
you
didn't prove
dumbass.
it,
This
man.
is called biology, you dumbass.
Bro, you literally just made a claim. Biology does not say.
Chief.
Okay, go ahead.
Chief, hear me out. Hear me out. Those two kids.
Holy fucking shit. What age were you when you were dropped on your head?
Listen. Those
I thought they
two
stopped
kids,
doing
do they have-
lobotomies.
Do those two kids have the same face, Chief?
Say that one more time. Nobody.
Do all kids have the same face in the same household?
Okay, no, I mean that's evident. No, they don't. I can agree.
It's the
Yes,
same.
we know.
It's the same thing with the brains. There's differences in their brains.
So then you're claiming that one person can have a better brain than another person.
Not
Like,
necessarily.
come on, man.
Better.
Not
Look,
necessarily.
When we look at each other's thumbprints,
Well, not
is one better than the other one?
That's a subjective question, though.
Oh my fucking
What do you
god.
mean?
All right.
You
No, I
brought
mean,
in-
me technically
you brought
speaking,
up,
yes, I
like,
can say no. These are different. There's not
They're
about
just
who's
different.
better. They work the
They're
same
just
way.
they're just unique. That's it.
Okay, but you're saying that what makes somebody unique is the physical part of their body.
It is a part of it.
Okay, and I'm not saying that there's a big God in the sky. All I'm saying is the inside of you has a soul or whatever you want to call the goddamn thing for us to even do the thing. Listen, I'm just putting it in layman terms because a lot of these people in the chat don't have these understandings. I'm just saying
You don't have understanding of reality, dude. You keep on saying the word soul without demonstrating it.
But I'm gonna ask you a question. How do you know what you're saying is true?
Epistemology. How do you know that a soul exists?
I'm gonna be honest. Like that's
You don't.
that's the question. That's
You
the
don't.
question we all ask.
You don't.
though.
You don't.
That's
So I
you
do
don't.
because I test all of my thoughts.
How?
In many
How
ways,
do
it
you,
depends.
out of this whole
It
millennia
depends.
of
It depends.
people,
It depends.
You
If
have the answer to this whole.
you need to learn when to shut the fuck up. Be quiet once in a fucking while. It works.
In real life,
You have 2 ears and 1 goddamn tongue. Use the tongue less than you do your ears. You keep asking questions and then going on more fucking tangents. Shut the fuck up. Thank you. How do I know what I know is true? Epistemology. We critically think through things. If there's something like numbers, we can mathematically prove things. If it's something metaphysical, we can make sure it adheres to the laws of logic and reality. If it is something empirical, we can demonstrate and test it with the scientific method. This is how we know things. We test it. Now, how do you know that a soul exists, and how did you test it to know this to be true?
May I speak now, Your Majesty? So again, we can go off of our ancient ancestors.
You want to not go on a stupid ass tangent and just answer the goddamn question?
Like I said, you can go to sleep. When you go to sleep, that's proof right there.
Of what? Sleeping is proof of what?
First and foremost, you can see in your sleep.
Holy fucking shit. Holy
You know
fucking
that there are
shit.
conditions. You know that there are conditions that people can't dream and can't have like an image in their head.
Oh my god.
So you're telling me those people, because I never heard of that, basically can't just see. Period. Then that doesn't make
What?
sense. How could you not? How could you go to sleep and just stop
Big
thinking?
Chief,
You
Big
never
Chief, Big
stop
Chief,
thinking.
Big Chief, chill.
Come
Okay,
on, man.
imagine an apple right now. Tell me what it looks like.
An apple. I've seen apples.
Yeah. Imagine it. Picture one in your head right now. Are you able to do that?
Sure.
Cool. What color is it?
I'm thinking of all different colors: green, red.
Cool. Does it have a stem? No stem?
I could put one on there.
Right. Is there an apple in front of you right now?
Nope.
So you can fucking see in reality without using imagination. That's fucking crazy, isn't it? What kind of dumbass fucking question was that? Fucking nobody said that some people don't have that ability to see things in their head with imagination the way that you do vividly, right? And then you said, what, they can't see? No, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but
Again, explain. So you're saying that they can't see because they can't think of a that doesn't make sense.
What the fuck?
Look, they just can't imagine things in their head and picture them, and some of them can do that but can't dream. But then there's levels of it where you can't dream or imagine anything in your mind.
And what's your name here? Evidence, whatever your name is. You've heard of this disease, whatever this shit is called.
Disease?
What else would it be? If you can't think, you cannot think.
Dude, he didn't say you can't think, you dumbass.
So where does imagination comes from?
What do you think the brain is?
Dude,
just
where does imagination comes from?
Do you think the brain is just
Like,
one
come on.
fucking thing?
I'm out of here, dude.
There are sections of the brain.
I'm out of here, dude.
Shut the fuck up. There are sections of the brain. The amygdala, for instance, is what helps with that.
Yo, in real life, I will break you, dude. Like,
Cute.
real talk.
Oh, you're
Real
such a
life.
big boy. You're such a big, strong boy.
I'm
You're
just
such a
saying,
big
though,
boy.
because
I'm so
you're talking
proud of you, pretty princess. Oh, princess.
You
Shut the fuck
disrespecting.
up, you toxic ass little
But you
fucking
wouldn't say
man.
that in real life.
You have the
wouldn't.
smallest
You wouldn't.
dick.
You wouldn't say that.
You
to
have
my
the
face.
smallest
In real
dick.
life, I know it.
You have the smallest dick, dude.
You hear this? That's what I'm saying. This
Your
is
dick
bait.
is
This
this
not a
fucking
real
big right now, dude.
conversation. This is
Your
not bait. Look at
only
my
fucking
picture.
resort is
Hey, check.
physical
go on my page and
action.
See what type of guy, and see, I will break this.
the
dude.
only way you can win any argument is to beat somebody up. And you think you're
No,
such a
that's not. I
big
just literally
boy.
proved it. You guys are
You
just-
think you're such a big,
you're
strong boy.
listen,
You think
listen,
you're
listen,
such
listen,
a big,
listen.
strong boy. How
It's
about you
not
take
about
your
all
little
that.
dick energy, go buy yourself a
You're
truck and vote
explaining
MAGA.
things-
Fuck off. Loser. I got reported for bullying on that one. You wouldn't say this in person, I'll fuck you up. Shut the fuck up, little dick. Jesus Christ. Oh, I was 100% bullying. Guys, I agree that I deserve all these reports that I get. I'm 100% an asshole. I 100% bully the shit out of these people. 100%. I'm an asshole. Yeah, he threatens me physically, and I tell him to eat it, and I get reported. Yeah, welcome to TikTok. These guys are... I'm going to report you for calling someone a bitch, but I'm going to call you a bitch and threaten your livelihood. I'm going to fucking kill you, but if you report me, I'm going to cancel you. Use your brain. Yeah, you're not coming back, little dick. What's up, Alan?
Hello.
You over the age of 18, brother?
Yes, I'm over the age of 18. I'm actually one of those people that can't see in their heads. Like it was
Hell
fucking
yeah.
hilarious. Hearing that shit, I was like, I can dream, but
I
I
don't
can't
know what
picture
his
like an apple on
argument
my head.
was.
It was trust me, bro.
Welcome to theism.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm guessing you're friendly
I love
then.
your work. Yeah, I love your work, man. Been a big fan for a while now.
I appreciate you, brother.
It's hard, man. I do my own lives, and it's not easy keeping patient. But also, like, there's a certain level to where you need to tell people what it is.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know, you can't just sit here and ableize some person that's kind of being, one, a bigot, two, doesn't know shit, and then three, is claiming knowledge out of ignorance. That's ridiculous.
Hell yeah, dude. I agree totally. I know that I'm excessive, but I think that we need some excessiveness.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude. There's so many times where I like just pop off because like I have a lot of emotional regulation. I can shut the fuck up, and I know how to shut the fuck up.
Right.
To keep myself calm. But there's a point where like decency, fucking just having a conversation, and then people just wasting your time, spitting in your face. I had an old lady call me swine the other day, and it really put it all in perspective.
Oh,
Lady's
I'll
older
pray
than my
for you,
mom.
darling.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you must be one of them swine. I'm like, what the?
What the fuck? That sounds like a slur.
It should be.
That
It
sounds like a
should fucking
slur.
be. The way that they say heathen and swine, oh, no doubt.
Hard S, hard H.
Heathen.
You said you stream? What do you stream?
Dude, just TikTok right now, but I'm probably gonna start going from platform to platform, like them all together. But yeah, just right now.
I'd
Just
love to
TikTok,
check you out. Shoot something in chat so I can see your account.
What was I gonna say, man? So you do yours linked towards YouTube and all that stuff?
Yeah, we're on YouTube as well.
Nice, man. Yeah, that's where I'm thinking about going too, because it's best for long form content. And if I'm gonna talk to people for 2 hours, I might as well fucking do this.
Yeah, we post the VOD at the end of every stream as well, and then take sections of it and cut up each individual argument and post that its own video. So just more streams, and then TikTok doesn't pay for shit.
Dude, I was telling people I made gumball money.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think about it, but like I haven't made a dime off streaming. It's more or less just the love of the game. I think that it's cool finding out what people think. It is just hard when people don't know how to think properly, or they just can't. They can't conceptualize something because it asks for them to step outside of their comfort zone. And I don't think a lot of people can do that.
That's why I try to say so much that facts don't care about your feelings, and we have to be able to look at things without getting frustrated with it. Like,
you ever give somebody? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
We had a lady probably an hour ago who was bringing up a bunch of psychic shit, and I asked her, "Hey, what citation do you have to prove this?" And I went to the citation, and the abstract, I was like, "Oh shit, this actually agrees with what you're saying." And instead of being like, it's gotta be fake, I was like, oh wow, this is really interesting. And I kept reading it because I was accepting the idea that I could be wrong. And then further into the citation, it says, this is not fucking credible, right? To some degree, it said that. It was like, this doesn't prove this. This is correlation, not causation, etc. I'm like, okay, yeah, you gotta read shit. But you have to be willing to be wrong. Maybe we are wrong. We don't, that could be possible.
Yeah, we don't know. I'm open to the idea. It's just that a lot of times, like you ever give somebody like, you ever give somebody like a not an ultimatum, but like a scenario that's made up? I forget what it's called. Like it's not real. You know what I mean? But it's like something you made up
Oh,
to kind
right.
of.
Yeah.
It's something in contrast to something else to be like, okay, this is kind of what it's like. A lot of times I do that with the Bible, and it's like they just can't wrap their head around, just because God is God doesn't mean that he can be good and still do all this horrible stuff. Because mostly my stream's about like, is God evil in the Bible? Does he do evil things? And it's a lot easier of an argument.
Yeah, I was actually going to start today before we started getting viewers in. I was going to tab up all of the genocides and grapes, etc.
Oh yeah, man. I give you a list right now. That's how many are in my.
Send me some, bro. Shoot me some DMs of those verses. I'm using right now. I'm going through Justin Deconstruction Zone's little cheat sheet.
Dude, everybody always talks about him, but I never see this guy. Ever.
Go look him up. He's pretty fucking awesome. Bible scholar. Really nice
yeah,
guy.
man.
Calls everybody friend. Makes you feel like a friend.
Yeah, that's nice. And I think that sometimes we need more of that. And it's weird to say it, but it's hard to be a villager when you got people burning down the village. And I think that's kind of what it is. It's kind of like I've been on TikTok for a while now, but it's like if you don't believe in what I'm saying exactly how I'm saying it, then you're just scum or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's weird because on the opposite side, like I'm giving them like I'll explain it 10 times, 10 different ways, and I'll still be like, okay, you still don't understand it? Let's continue. And it's like the opposite. They don't know how to articulate. They don't know how to explain. And then they just get frustrated. It's like, you can't just tell me that a soul exists because a soul exists, and I have to accept that. I need like some type of explanation.
But it makes sense.
My God says it in the Bible, therefore it must be the truth.
The Bible agrees, therefore I do too. Well, I've got a hater that's requesting up, so I'm gonna let you go and move on to this hater, this Philbro hater. This will be a fun one. Well,
thanks for letting me know, brother.
Yeah, brother. Shoot a message in the chat so I can check you out.
I got you.
All right, I love you, Daddy. Oh, he left before I could say it. All right. You remember yesterday? Nobody.
Yeah. What about it? Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh, he left? It looks like he might have left. Oh, he left. That sucks. I was excited for that. Did he comment in the chat? There he is. All right, I'm going to run to the restroom and get a cup of coffee. If he requests up, you can, I believe you have power to add him. Yes? And then we have some super chats that we're going to read once I get back as well. All right, yep, perfect. Coffee.
Oh, is there a James Tour fan in here? What's his name? I thought you were saying the other guy was, I guess. Farina versus James Tour was a glorious, glorious moment of existence. Yeah, just screaming Mr. Farina and pointing at the chalkboard was fucking hilarious.
Oh, he didn't
Theistic
request back up?
Satanist, dude. That's cool.
I'm disappointed that he didn't come back.
Asher, do you think that Satan is real?
Oh, that's funny. Here, let me read some super chats real quick. We got a Orion Cooper, and this was like an hour ago, so I'm so sorry. You said God, therefore deity confirmed. We get that so much. It's hilarious. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And then we have Michael Ortiz, as always, with the $2 super chat. We got Chef, do you and your siblings share a brain? That was for the chief guy that we just talked to. And then Ian2499 super chat. Support the stream. Help Cody keep the show going. Like and share. Subscribe. Super chats are welcome. Be kind. Stay hyped. And let's learn something new. Hell yeah. Ian. We love Ian.
Ian's the GOAT.
Sky, science doesn't say nothing created something. That would get rid of the meaning for nothing.
Yeah, no thing means no things.
I hate that argument. Oh, we've had this guy up before.
Hello.
Hey there. What you got for us
How
today?
you doing, man? We've been talking the past couple days, man. I'm 46 from Ohio.
Sorry, I don't remember everyone. I just remember the Darren name.
Okay. Hey, man, I was wondering if have you ever seen the program, The Language of Mathematics?
I don't watch TV.
Okay, I mean, it's pretty interesting. I mean, there's a book as well, ain't there?
Probably.
Probably. I mean, what's your thoughts on mathematics and stuff?
Their math.
I mean, you seem pretty bright guy.
No. Math is math. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's a lot really to math and how it, in nature and in math, it all correlates.
Yeah.
All right, I was just wondering what your ideas on that were and if you saw that program or not. It's a really interesting program.
Okay.
All right. And that's all I got, dude. Really, I just might want to enlighten you to watch it, man. Really.
I'm not going to.
No. Why not?
What do you think math is?
Oh man, I think math is beautiful, man. Math is almost like its own language or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, so is there something you learned from the documentary that you want to share?
Well, okay, don't planets rotate at a certain calculable ratio?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that ratio is the same as when you string a guitar. Is that I believe the ratios are almost the same.
Cool.
Are you talking about the tension of the strings or the vibration?
No. The vibration, right? Like the planets spin 3 to 1 or whatever. Like that same correlation is strumming a guitar or a cello or something.
Cool.
But what's 3 to 1 about the guitar?
When you strum a guitar string, it vibrates so many times, right? That's what makes the noise, like the sound waves. Right.
Yeah, but if you
I strummed a guitar, therefore
you-
God.
I
if you
didn't say
fret-
that, bro. I'm just asking.
I know
like,
you're
you know,
not saying
you know,
anything. You're
you know,
asking about a TV show as if there's some deep fucking inherent meaning to it, and instead of describing what you're trying to say, you're leaving it up to our own fucking perceptive. Do you have an actual fucking point you want to make?
You seem like an intelligent person, and I'm just asking.
I
have you
just
seen that
don't care
program?
about math. I couldn't care
Really?
less.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with
All right.
God. I'm not a mathematician. I talk about God. Does it have anything to do with God? Yes or no?
I think when you see the correlation and how mathematics.
Okay, provide
is
it. How does
looked at,
God?
I think it
How does math prove God? See, this is the point. You came in here with this ominous. Watch this thing. It's magic. Watch it. And then we ask questions. You refuse to give a fucking point. So now I'm laying down the fucking ground where, okay, I'm not going to allow you to just sit here and be like ominous about it. Fucking give us the point. What is the point? The math proves God? Wonderful. Provide it.
I think in the correlation, how it all correlates, dude. You
I
have
think
to
that
have
is
some
a
kind of
non-fucking answer. How does math prove God?
I don't think you can have that language any other way.
Wonderful. So you just
How do you
are
have that
completely
language
ignorant
any
and
other way?
arguing from incredulity. Thank you for being stupid. Like, what the fuck is your point? Watch this TV show and you'll believe in God. What kind of dumbass fucking argument is that?
No, I'm not saying that, bro. I'm just saying watch this TV program.
To
It
believe
is
in God.
enlightening.
Because the TV
No.
program talks about how math proves God. Yes or no?
No.
Okay, then what's your fucking point?
It is weird how, like sunflowers, the seeds of a sunflower, as they grow. And their
Fibonacci
rotation-
does not prove God, dude.
What's that name?
Fibonacci.
Yeah, okay. So, you know what I mean? You know
It
something
doesn't
about that.
prove God.
It proves some kind of order, though, right?
Yeah, duh. No one's saying the universe doesn't have order, dumbass. Chaos has order.
No, where do you get order out of chaos, bro?
Chaos theory, dipshit. Go study. You like to watch TV? Go watch something with an actual citation from physicists. Go learn something.
I do, dude. I watch a lot and I listen to a lot, bro.
Oh, I watch a lot of TV. I know it's real. I watch TV. Huh?
No, man.
There's
There's
a-
books and all, dude. Come on
There's
now.
a
How old are
there's
you?
a
Fucking
free-
72?
I'm 46, bro.
That makes sense. All right.
Darren. Darren,
Uh-oh.
there's a
I'm
no.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, Darren, just if you're listening, look up a book called For All X. It's a cool free book on like logic. It's pretty cool.
I would have let him up. I would have kept him. That was my bad. I was like, I'm a millennial. I watch TV. It said on the TV that the Earth is spinning upside down, and I know that's true because they don't lie on the TV. They never do lie on that TV. And Fox News said you're wrong, therefore you're wrong because they don't lie on the TV. What the fuck? I saw Stargate. We can travel to planets in a wormhole. Gravity creates order naturally. Fucking exactly. Jesus. He'd know that if he wasn't watching that TV. It's because of that damn TV that you're always on. It's because of that damn TV. You should probably get on the damn phone. I don't know. Seems the Gen Z who are always on their phone and actually using the internet tend to know more than you. Probably because you're always on that damn TV. God, I'm an asshole. You're on the damn phone instead of a TV. All right, let's get straight in here. I'm done bullying. But ancient aliens. I know, right? It's on the damn TV, therefore it's real. What's up, Stray?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm alive and breathing for now. Are you over the age of 18, my brother and Odin?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Do you
are you
worship
a-
our one and true unicorn?
Well, what is a unicorn? What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean a gremlin.
Is that mockery or is that like?
No, I follow the one true unicorn. You asked what a unicorn is, so then I said gremlin because if you don't know what a unicorn
Wait.
is, maybe you know what a gremlin is.
Oh, okay.
You don't know what
Are
a
you saying-
unicorn is? Seriously?
No, I understand what you're saying.
Oh, so it's just a
I
dumbass retort from you. Gotcha. So which God do you believe in? You're a Christian, right?
Yeah, I'm a Christian.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, when's the last book you read?
Right now, Honestly, I'm reading. Let me look at it right quick. Hold on. It's actually so off topic. Where's it at?
I'm actually proud of you for reading a book. It was a rhetorical question, but I'm very
Holy
proud of
shit.
you.
It's the quotations of Mao's. I always get his last name wrong. Zhao Tong.
Oh, what's that about?
So it's about how Mao wanted to implement communism into China when he got into power.
Oh, it's pretty cool. I love
Yeah, I
communism.
read it. Yeah. I just wanted to understand like how power works, so I've been picking up a book here and
Sure.
there.
You ever read oh shit, what's that book? The the something war, The Art of War.
No, I have not. The only reason I have
Read
not
that
is
one.
because it's mainstream, and I don't want to rush into everybody else's. You know what I'm saying? But I'll
That's
definitely
fair.
pick it up for sure.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. All right, well, what you got for us today, Stray? I like you so far. I swear to God, if you say the Bible proves the Bible, I'm gonna fucking throw you out a window.
Okay, that's a fair question. I guess my main question is that do you absolutely believe that there's no God, or are you saying that
That's a
that you
very
don't know?
interesting question.
I guess to further my point, if you say that there is no God as an absolute truth, then I would say that
I would not say that.
we are not capable. Okay, all right. So if we're saying that based off reality, we cannot interpret that there's a God, that there like universe doesn't need doesn't need a creator, it doesn't need a observer. That's
I
something
wouldn't
that
even
I
say it
can
doesn't
argue.
need. I would just say there's no justification for it to need.
Okay. Yeah, see that's
Because it
the
could.
one that that's the argument I struggle with.
Sure.
Because it's new to me. I just got introduced into they call it Stillman thinking, Stillman atheism, where it doesn't deny God, or it does deny God, but it doesn't deny that it doesn't know.
Well,
That's hard for me to argue.
atheist just means lacking a belief in God or God. You can be agnostic or Gnostic and an atheist or theist.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, I'd consider myself an agnostic atheist because I can't prove definitively absolutely anything except for in mathematics. But what I can do is for the Abrahamic God, you can't be outside of time and have cause and effect relation with time. That's impossible. So why the fuck would
Makes
I believe
sense.
that's real?
That is hard to understand. It's hard to fathom.
Not hard to understand. It's literally impossible. It literally contradicts all the laws of reality, the law of causality, and the laws of logic.
Oh, well, I mean, from your perspective, yeah, it does
No,
make
from
sense.
all perspectives of reality.
Okay.
It literally contradicts all laws.
So as somebody who believes in a God, I don't believe he's constrained by the laws of our universe.
That's called
I
special
don't believe-
pleading. That's a fallacy. So I have to obey everything that exists, anything in all of existence, all metaphysical frameworks, all empirical frameworks, all scientific frameworks, literally every
Hold on,
single
can you,
thing that could ever
slow down for me?
exist in the mind or empirical has to follow these laws except for my one claim. My one claim doesn't have to follow it. That's called special pleading.
Okay. You
It's
went really
fallacious.
fast. Okay, no, I understand you. May you reiterate that for me? You went a little bit fast.
Sure. Okay,
I'm a
so
little slow.
let's say I'll use an analogy for it. Do you have a good analogy
you.
for that, nobody? I don't have one off the top of my head.
I wasn't paying attention. What are we talking about?
He said God doesn't have to follow the laws of logic because he made him, basically. And then I was explaining how it's special pleading.
Well, what's he? I mean, what
So
does
I
that
said-
mean?
I said-
Which laws can he violate?
So he said, it's not his exact phrasing, but it's in my interpretation of the phrasing. He said that the Christian God, Jesus, is not capable of defying the laws of nature. And I was just pretty much saying that as somebody who believes in God, I don't believe that God is constrained by the laws of nature because he created it. He said that that's a special pleading fallacy. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was asking, I first time being introduced to this.
You're doing really well, by the way. I really like you. You're impressing the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to,
So what's he capable of violating?
So if we go by my belief, which he claimed to be a fallacy.
Can I ask you real quick, Stray? I'm so sorry. Do you believe the Bible is literal? Like all accounts in the Bible, Genesis is true, absolutely. All of the Bible is the inherent word of God, infallible, one true word of God.
I don't know how to answer that question.
ask
The reason
you.
the reason I can't say yes or no is because it's hard. It's hard to sit there and just explain a miracle I've never seen happen. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah.
Does that answer the question or
but
no?
do you believe that the miracle? Okay, global flood, yes or no?
I do believe that there was a global flood, yes.
Okay,
But
Genesis
I
1:1,
don't know
God
any
created the
historical
heavens and the
information.
earth, and Genesis 1:14, day 4, God created the sun, moon, and stars. Yes or no?
I do believe that, yes.
Literal account or allegorical symbolistic story?
Is literal account? That's. I don't know if it. I don't know how to answer that question.
Fair
To
enough.
be fair, I don't know how to answer that question.
Okay, I just wanted to get a grounding for where your thoughts are with the Bible. What were you asking? Nobody? Do you remember?
Well, I just asked what laws can he violate? Like, what's he doing that's illogical or against the
Oh,
laws of nature?
I brought up time and law of causality.
Yeah.
Okay, why then? How does he do it differently?
How does Jesus do it differently? From the.
Well, if we're talking about causation, what does he do that is different than like temporal cause?
Temporal
So
means in time, by the way.
there are
Atemporal would be without.
There are interpretations that make claims that I can't recall if it was Moses that went to the Mount Sinai and that somehow he had actually met Jesus way before Jesus was born and things like that. I don't fully subscribe to that, but if I'm logically consistent
Yeah,
to
you're
what
talking about the burning bush where he said, I am. And then
Yeah.
Jesus also said, I am in Matthew.
So that's the interpretation. That's what I like.
That's a
I don't
question.
want to overtalk.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just thinking that through. I agreed with you when I was a believer that was Jesus. But I think Justin from Deconstruction Zone has explained that is not Jesus.
Okay. I haven't heard the argument, so
You're good. I can't say it off the top of my head. You're good.
What isn't Jesus?
The burning bush with Moses.
Oh, well, and didn't Paul say that he was the rock that they struck and water came from it?
Yeah, that would be another example.
Yeah.
That's another interpretation.
Yeah. So Jesus is a rock that brings forth water when you strike it.
That's another interpretation, but it's hard for me to sit there and use that as evidence for my argument. I can't do that. That's not.
That was such a smart ass way to say that, dude. I love you.
Well, wasn't the rock giving out enough water that it hydrated thousands of people?
Yeah, and you were asking me if I
pretty small rock, by the way.
You said literally or allegorically?
Allegory just means story.
No, I know, I understand. You were saying like, how do I interpret the Bible, literally or allegorically? I don't really lean on literally because I do believe that there's room for interpretation. I do believe that.
Well, just remember,
But
I lean not on my
realize that
own understanding.
Say that one more time.
I lean not on my own understanding.
Yeah, I do lean on God's understanding, but that's personal, experiential grievances that I might have morally with myself or the outside world.
So what nobody was asking you was, so my argument is that your God is outside of space-time, correct?
That's what, yes.
Yeah, so we learned, I learned with relativity that time and action is literally relative to action of time. And to simplify that, Einstein showed his formula for time was like the distance and speed from getting to A to B with time in between is what dictated time. I can't really I can't dumb it down. I'm not smart enough, but in his book Relativity, he showed the literal formula for time, and it had to do with getting from A to B and the time in between and the distance moved. So we know that cause and effect, okay, cause is a point in time, effect is a future point in time. So you cannot have cause and effect if there's no way to get from A to B, because that would be in time. So how do you have cause and effect, i.e. how do you create something if there isn't time of past, present, and future to have creation?
Okay, you explained it a lot better. Okay. Fuck, I think I'm on the losing side of this one because I don't know.
Well, it would be impossible. So when I said my argument of saying, how can God exist outside of space-time yet have causal relation with space-time, that was what I was saying. It is impossible in accordance with all laws of reality, logic, physics, etc. It's literally just not possible. So that in and of itself tells me that your God cannot be real.
I'm going to do more research. I'm going to back out.
Sure. Yeah. Go read Einstein's theory of relativity. It explains it in the actual mathematical formula. It's a pretty short read. I think it's like maybe 300-400 pages, something like that. It was pretty fucking
Yeah, I'll
short.
definitely do it. Yeah, I'll definitely do it. Okay. So I thank you for your time, gentlemen. I apologize since I didn't really give any resistance.
No, you're good, brother. Come back tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow. Go check out
Yeah, I'll
some
give you a
basic
follow.
citations on that and come back tomorrow and chat about it, okay?
All right, I'll give you a follow, man.
Awesome, brother. I appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
You too. That was a good fucking dude. W's in chat for that guest. Fuck yeah. I love people with brains. God, I love that. Oh, I love that. That dude was smart. That's what Will did when he came here. Will brought up arguments like that, and I brought up time and causality. And he was like, I don't agree with you, but let me go study it. And the next day he came back agreeing.
It's kind of hard to argue with Einstein.
That's fair. Let's get Adrian in here. Oh shit, do we have any super chats? We do not. How dare you? God, you guys need to be giving me all your fucking money. God, Jesus, God. I am Joel Osteen. This is the Church of the One True Unicorn. Shame on you. All right, we have an Saint. Hey, how's it going, Saint?
Not too bad.
Are you able to get a little louder? It sounds like maybe you're muffling the microphone.
I want to know, is that better?
Not really. Do you have headphones in?
Yeah. Well, I'm driving. So.
Oh, you want to come back when you're done driving, brother? It's a TikTok TOS thing.
Sounds good.
I got to drop you, but I appreciate you. Come back, Saint, when you're not driving. TikTok terms of service is what TOS means, terms of service. You cannot be driving while on the TikTok, because if you get in a wreck, I'm liable, and then I could sue TikTok, blah, 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 whatever. Stupid shit. Saint B is for... Hey! He didn't even make an argument. You can't shit on him yet. Stop having a senseless debate with an unarmed person. Meantime, I'll pray for you. What? It's not senseless. If you don't know how to get 2 + 2 to 4... You're unarmed, quote unquote. I can still teach you how to get 2 to 4. What are you talking about? But how can you say God if he's not real? Oh my God. Ron, you want to request up? Ron Wyatt, you want to request up? Amygdala? No, they have no clue what the amygdala is. Oh, I'll tell him though, because I have a computer in front of me. Oh, I gotta show you this. I'm gonna send you on Discord this CIA doc from one of our debaters. Read the abstract of it when you get a chance. This is what she was arguing for. Where are you at? There you are. So, oh fuck, wrong one. Mabayad. There it is. No! Why? What? Why is it not?
Are you talking about the conspiracy one?
Yeah, the geomagnetic factors. Damn it. It's not.
Oh.
Okay.
Right.
Never mind. It's not showing it anyway. It's a conspiracy. They don't want me to share it. They're behind it all. We got Adrian back. What's up, man?
What's up? Can you hear me?
I can, absolutely. You over the age of 18, brother?
Yes, I am.
All right. Which God do you believe in?
I just wanted to just first to clear something first, because English is not my first language, so if I'm struggling with something.
Cool. I'll talk slow. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah. The God I believe in, it's the God that's revealed by the Bible.
Bible. Okay. What's your first language, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
Portuguese.
Oh, nice. Love that.
Brazilian Portuguese.
Hell yeah, brother. All right. So you believe in the biblical, or do you consider yourself a Christian?
I like to think so. Yeah.
Cool. Got you. So why do you believe in your God, and why should I?
Well, so the evidence, at least the evidence I see, and I was catching up in a book recently that is The True Story of Jesus Christ from E.P. Sanders. He's not a theist, but he's like talking about how Jesus was supposed, or they think Jesus lived, and like I think the historian how can I say this?
Yeah, you're good.
So like the major part of historians think that Jesus really lived.
Yes.
And he really died.
Yes.
And his followers did believe. I'm not saying he did rose from the dead, but that his followers
yes
believed that, and that they were willing to die for it.
Yes. So
yeah,
I have a few arguments for this. Okay.
Okay.
My first argument is going to be bringing up the Quran.
Okay, no, can I just ask you something first, and then we can catch up with that?
Sure.
Okay, what do you think happens after we die?
Absolutely nothing. I'm in what they call a natural empiricist. So I believe, due to the evidence, that consciousness is an emergent property of the brain, and when the brain gets shut off for good, you have no more consciousness. It just goes bye-bye.
Like when we're sleeping and we don't have like a...
No, consciousness is from experience and observation of the world as we know it. When you're incapable of observing thought, neural pathways, electrical signals, chemical reactions, you are no longer a person. You are gone. Your you is gone because your brain is not alive anymore. When that happens, it's just chemicals and neurons, electrical signals stopping. So you're gone. You become nothing. You no longer exist.
So you don't remember anything and you don't feel anything?
It's like... gone. Just, do you remember? Okay, the best way to explain it, do you remember the first 13.8 billion years before you were born?
No.
Right. It's the exact same thing.
So there's no difference if you live 10 years and if you live 80 years, right? There's like no practical difference.
Well, I mean, you have more experience, but yeah.
Yeah, I know, but if you're going to die, then it doesn't matter if you live more, because you're not going to remember anyways after.
Oh, yeah, sure. So I also believe that life is completely purposeless and meaningless, yes.
Yes, but why do you keep alive?
Yeah, I made my own purpose, and I'm also scared of death.
What's your own purpose, if you don't mind me asking?
That's a good question. I don't think I have an answer to it yet.
Oh, it's okay. But don't that like bothers you? Because I was struggling with that recently. That
I have hobbies.
Because I was thinking, if there's nothing after death, and if it's like a complete blank, or I don't know, black, it's better to like commit suicide than to live. Right?
No. Well, so first of all,
You
I'm
don't
not
think
scared
so?
of death itself. I'm scared of dying because I don't want it to be painful, right?
Okay.
So that's what I would be scared of, not the actual being non-existent itself. I'm not scared of that because you can't really fear something if you're no longer existing to be able to have the chemical reaction of fear. Are you asking what's the point of being alive if there is no purpose to life?
Yeah.
Well, you make your own purpose. So, for instance, I stream and teach people how to think critically. I debate religion and philosophy, and I love learning things and then spreading whatever I learn to other people.
But do you consider like killing other people bad?
Yes. Why? Because I have something called empathy. So I know that if I put my hand in a fire, it hurts. And I know what it feels like to hurt. So I would not want to put that on somebody else.
Oh, okay, but if you knew that the kind of death you were giving to them, it was painless, would it be immoral?
Well, I'm taking away agency from another creature. So I would still consider that wrong because it is not my right to take away someone's agency or life. I, again, have empathy. I know what it feels like to live a life, and I would not want to take away something that could be amazing from somebody else. Let's say they're living a bad life. Do I then have moral grounds to take away their horrible life? No, because they still have potential of good life. They are still alive. They still get to enjoy being alive, even if it's still suffering. I have no right to take away someone else's autonomy.
But who or what, or I don't know, defines what is right or what is your right?
So me and nobody have different arguments for this. My argument is going to be it's subjective. So in accordance with my morals, I would argue that morals are subjective, which means that they are dependent on each individual's mind. For instance, I believe it is morally wrong to kill and eat animals, but majority of people don't agree with that. Why do I think this way? Because again, empathy. I know what it feels like to hurt, so I would not want to cause that to other people. Anything that causes hurt or taking something away from someone's agency, I don't agree with because I know what it feels like.
So according to your moral is subjective.
Yes. Nobody has a good argument for objective as well, though, if you'd like to hear that.
Yeah, you can explain me that later. But so according to your moral is subjective. Isn't that like kind of, I don't know, contract, like a contradiction? Or...
So subjective just means mind dependent. Or there's the actual definition in accordance with the Oxford Dictionary would be changes in accordance with thoughts, feelings, and opinions. So if my opinion differs from yours, by definition, it is subjective. If my feelings differ from yours, by definition, it's subjective. So there are people that believe, based on their feelings or opinions, that it is okay to hurt their children with discipline. There are people that disagree with that. That makes that moral subjective. If somebody agrees or disagrees that harming somebody is good or bad, it's based on their opinion, feelings, or tastes in accordance with whatever it is we're talking about, making it by literal definition subjective.
But don't you think that is there like how can I put this, like correct moral without like I don't know how to say this, how to put this, but like
is there a truth?
Yeah.
Right. So that comes down to, in my argument, evolution. All of us have evolved. We all have these fears of pains. We all, majority of us, have empathy. So it goes back to the empathy argument again. I know that it feels bad to harm. Majority of people agree. Animals even agree. So that's why we do not harm, and we consider harming bad because we all agree with it. You could argue that that's an appeal to populace. I would argue that it's because of evolution. So it's grounded in an objective thing like evolution. We have evolved to feel this way or act this way or think this way. But the actual action of moral thought, it would be the subjective aspect. So morals are subjective, but they have emerged objective properties.
I see. So what's your arguments against objective moral?
Well, objective, from what I know, objective is mind independent, meaning something is morally right or wrong objectively, which would require an axiom, and I have never found an axiom that grounds it. Nobody, again, has another argument that does ground objective morals, though.
What is axiom? Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. Axiom means self-evident truth. It is something that we take for granted to be true. For instance, things exist is an axiom. I don't have to prove it. It is self-evidently true. It is the evidence of its own truthfulness.
So in order to something be objective, it needs to exist, right?
Yeah, it has to be objectified by something. Something has to make it, ground it as objective. To not be mind dependent, it has to be dependent on something of objective reality.
Like, can you give me an example?
Right, the axiom of things exist. So like if you ask me to prove that I have a pen, here you are. I don't really need to prove it now. Me showing you it is the proof that it is existing. Now you could argue that it's AI, etc., but that would require you to prove that it's AI.
Or I can ask what is a pen, and then you.
Right, we could go through the definitions, but regardless of the definition, like this pen is here. I can show you me writing on it. Like it's self-evident. I wouldn't consider this pen as an axiom, by the way. The pen is not an axiom, but things existing is an axiom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So you were meaning to say something about the disciples and Jesus? About the
Oh, shit,
believing?
what was your argument?
I said that I was just pointing that most part of
Scholar
the
consensus.
historians. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
So the question with that is you have to go to why they concede that that is true. Well, they usually point to Tacitus, Josephus, and Pliny the Younger, of which all those people were not witnesses. They all were describing what other people were saying that they believed, which does not dictate that it is true or untrue. So it's still inconclusive. So I don't subscribe to that as truth.
Yeah, absolutely. But isn't there like other things in history that were by the same logic and people still think that happened? Or
I don't believe things unless they are justified to be true. So for instance, people argue that Jesus has more evidence than Alexander the Great. That is a lie. We have a contemporary eyewitness of Alexander the Great, which means that somebody was physically alive during the time and witnessed Alexander the Great. We have coins with his face. We have archaeology that proves the stories of his reign to be true. We have many evidences that justify a belief in him, but we have zero contemporary witnesses for Jesus, for instance.
So you said his reign?
His kingdom?
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I was thinking rain from the sky was like.
No, a different. Sorry. No, you're good. You're good.
No. It's okay.
Gotta love English.
What you said? You said there's no contemporary evidence for Jesus.
Yes.
And what does that mean? Like.
Yeah, contemporary means in the time of. So there is not somebody that lived in the time of and physically witnessed Jesus. Like there is no contemporary witnesses of anyone living and walking and talking with Jesus. But we do have that for Alexander the Great, George Washington, Socrates, etc.
We have for Alexander the Great.
Yes.
What is the like? How do we know that the contemporary evidence?
Well, we have writings, contemporary author writings with claimed authorship of people that wrote about him while being with him, and then we have other witnesses that agreed with that person, again contemporary. So multiple writers or historians at the same time writing about some person that did live with that person and talked about that person, and they all agreed that these stories happened and are true, and they all line up, and the evidence external of that, be it archaeology, etc., also aligns with that. So all the evidence doesn't contradict each other. They all agree with each other, all the evidence combining.
Oh, see, but are you against or you do not believe that Christ exists? Just
I don't subscribe to either. I do not know is what I say.
Okay, I see. But you don't consider the New Testament Gospels and letters, though they are trying to, how can I say this, to like make it's, you know what I mean? It's like
so the Gospels.
Even though
here's the problem with the Gospels, they are anonymous.
Yeah.
We don't know who wrote them.
Or Paul letters.
We don't know who wrote Paul's either.
About Paul letters.
I don't even know if Paul existed.
But wasn't that written during the time or near the time that Jesus lived?
They're decades after.
Yeah, I mean like 30 years after.
Yeah, so they're not contemporary. It's hearsay from other witnesses, supposed witnesses, and then them telling stories to other. The Gospels are the equivalent of your great great grandfather telling you a story about when he was 13.
I don't think so.
By literal definition.
Because if it is a 30-year difference, I could be alive now and I can be alive 30 years in the
also,
future,
they didn't
and I
even live that
myself am
long.
right there. Yeah, I know, but like,
So they would have been
could live
teenagers.
that long.
So
Yeah.
again, it would be the same as 2 generations going by, and then
Yeah,
them
they
telling
could-
a
they
story
could have been
about when they were a
teenagers, right?
teenager.
Yeah.
Why would I trust it? There's no justification
Yeah.
to believe the story is true, especially when the story is a man walking on water, coming back from the dead. Like, these are just stories, mythological stories.
Yeah, absolutely. But what's your theory? What's you probably don't even think about this, but what do you think happened to people so they could write this? Like, one guy wrote everything, or
Well, we
like
have many different
Jesus?
religions with many different writings. It doesn't mean that they're real. It just means that humans wrote them down.
No, I know, but what do you think about like the Christianity? Like, you think Jesus like lied to everyone, or one guy wrote everything?
I don't know what is true or not, because there's no justification. There's no evidence that justifies a belief in it. So it could have been somebody that actually knew this man named Jesus that wrote it, and I am wrong. It could be some random ass motherfucker writing about it just to fuck with people, or maybe he genuinely believed what he saw and it turns out he has schizophrenia. Like, there's so many options.
But you think you can't trust something unless it's like 100% proven?
I don't believe in absolute proof, but
okay,
there's no evidence justifying a belief because there's still so many unanswered questions. For instance, the Gospels being anonymous. I don't know who wrote them. Why should I trust them? Is there credibility to the author? I don't know, because we don't know who wrote them. Maybe the author was a serial killer who had schizophrenia. Again, I don't know.
Okay, but how can we verify who wrote who?
As of right now, you can't. But there are other
No, I
people that
know.
I do believe in history that do have this justification.
Like
Alexander the Great, Socrates, George Washington, etc. There are other people in history that have this justification to believe in the stories. And even then, some of the stories are still fabricated.
Like, for example, with Socrates himself, did he write anything?
Plato, his student, did.
But why do you? Yeah, of course, Socrates doesn't say you to repent from your sins and all of that. But why do you believe?
Because I have witness, contemporary eyewitness, and historical archaeology that justifies the belief. All the evidence is in support of Socrates existing.
Okay, but okay, so it all comes down to faith at this point.
Right, and that's not a good
Yeah.
reason to believe something is true. Belief
Yeah, I
without
know.
evidence is uncritical and illogical. It's not a good way to think.
Well, it is. There is evidence. I think. Well, in my point of view, to be no evidence is like, I believe there's a spaghetti in the sky that saves people out of nowhere. That's no evidence in my point
Right.
of view.
And there's none of that for your God either.
Well,
Your God is in the
we have
sky.
something. Yeah, but we have something we can read and rely on.
Well, brother, I have spaghetti that I can make in the kitchen right now. I have more evidence for
But-
the spaghetti monster with that logic.
You know, you don't.
There's
'cause-
no evidence for
okay,
Jesus, but there is evidence for spaghetti. The spaghetti
yeah,
monster is
but
therefore
spaghetti
real?
was just a. No, spaghetti was just a metaphor.
Right, but there's no evidence for Jesus, and there is evidence for spaghetti.
No, there is evidence for Jesus.
Name it.
Well, I just said the anonymous letters.
Who?
Anonymous letters.
They're
Yeah,
anonymous.
anonymous, yes.
How do you know that they actually
Yeah.
saw what they saw?
Well, I don't. But
Exactly,
that
so it's not
is
evidence.
And I'm not saying you to trust in that. I'm just saying that there
That's
is
not
something.
evidence. That's evidence that a human being wrote something and was probably crazy.
Well, you're saying a lot of people were crazy, and
I'm saying
were
that's a
willing to die
possibility.
okay, let me ask you another thing. What are your beliefs in the universe and the creation?
It's not a creation.
No, I know the beginning. There you go.
Who says there's a beginning?
So you think the universe has always existed?
I don't know.
So you just believe in math and all of that, and not science. I'm saying like 2 + 2 = 4.
Yeah, and
So
we can prove that with evidence.
yeah, I know, but why do you go up to Starbucks and get a coffee?
Because I like coffee.
How? Yeah, but how are you not? Are you sure that the guy will not poison you?
I'm not. But there's
So
no
why did
evidence
you
to
do
believe
it?
that he will.
And there's no evidence to believe that he won't.
Yeah, but there's no. That's a claim, though. You're saying he could poison me. Why should I believe that he could, and why should I believe that he would?
Because
there's no
it is a
evidence justifying
possibility.
that. That's a illogical fear. There's no justification to have the fear. He would be fired and imprisoned if he did that, so he has reason to not do it. So I have no reason to believe that he would do it. All the
Okay,
evidence justifies a belief that I will be safe if I drink that coffee. There's no evidence justifying a belief that he poisoned the coffee. We
But that
follow
is a
things based on
possibility.
evidence. Yeah, it's also a possibility that unicorns live inside of my asshole. That's a possibility too, but I don't believe it because there's no evidence justifying it. Same as there's no evidence justifying any reasoning at all for that person to poison me.
But there is though. He could do that.
Yeah, you could also walk in your house and it blow up magically. That's a possibility too. There's no
Magically, no.
reason to
Not
believe
magically.
it. There's no
Not
reason to
magically.
believe it. You're making
There's
claims
a-
now, so you're pivoting and moving goalposts by making claims that are irrelevant. So I have no reason to believe that my coffee was poisoned. So therefore, I don't believe it. There's no justified reason to expect that to be true. Now, if somebody got poisoned there, I would then fear being poisoned.
Okay, but my point is that you're saying that you only believe things when they're like, as you said, nothing can be 100%
When they're justified?
proved. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
But-
things when they're justified. It's called critical thinking and logic.
Yeah, I know. But in my point of view, it is a possibility that the guy.
It's
would
also
poison.
a possibility that you're worshiping the wrong religion.
Yeah, that's a.
So
big
I don't give a
possibility.
fuck about possibilities. It's possible unicorns made the universe. I don't give a fuck about the possibility. I care what the evidence justifies that I should believe.
But so, if there's a possibility, you trust that that won't happen, right?
I believe things when the evidence justifies a belief in them.
But do you trust that the guy will not put poison in your
And what did I explain about that?
Sorry?
What did I say about that? I've already answered this
You
multiple
said
times
there
now.
is. You said you believe when there's evidence justifying.
Yeah, is there evidence
your
that he is
belief.
poisoning coffee?
Well, there's not evidence that he is not poisoning.
That's stupid.
How come?
Dude, there's no evidence that he is poisoning coffee. Why would I believe he is poisoning coffee?
Well, what? Because it is a possibility. Look, if you're
It's
going
also
to,
a possibility you're worshiping the wrong god. So what?
Yeah, it is.
It's
It is, but
possible
look,
Voldemort is real. So fucking what? There's no evidence for me to believe he is poisoning coffee, so I don't. It's that
No,
simple.
look, imagine you go into a new country, and then you go to a coffee shop, and then. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm wasting your time.
There's no evidence. Oh, he ran. Jesus Christ. We got highest and based back, nobody.
Low tier, cooked, baked, low tier.
Back shots. Let's see what happens if we get them both in at the same time.
That sounds terrible.
It does, doesn't it?
It does.
Hey, evidence. Hey, beast.
Oh, finally you had us both up. Now we can get to the fun.
Here's the 2v2. Here's the 2v2.
Oh, about time, host. Look, I like that smile. I like how well you, I like how good you smile.
Host,
when
you're
you
looking
say
awful cute today, host. You're looking like a little cute.
Mwah.
Do I look like I'm about to receive back shots?
Anyways,
yeah, rhetorically.
just so we're
absolutely,
clear, we're screen recording. The proposition at the table is that God exists. Me and my boy Based here will be taking the affirmative.
In the name of the
will
Father,
take the
Son, and the
negation.
Holy Spirit, representing the
Amen.
true Church of
Are you
Orthodoxy.
trying to make this a formal argument?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like It's gonna be like formal, but not.
So
formal.
here,
Yeah.
Are you guys
Premise
trolling?
one. Premise one.
Oh,
Host
hold on.
Boggs.
All right. So, host, would you like the argument that God exists?
Huh?
Would you like the argument that God exists?
No, buddy, my boy already shut you up last time. Don't cope laugh.
Yeah, I wouldn't cope laugh nobody. You got fucking slammed. You got slam dunked.
High tier? High tier? High
Yeah,
tier?
you got slam fucking dunked.
I'd say I'm like mid to high.
Anyways,
tier. High
host,
tier, but-
would you like the argument that God exists? Go ahead.
Yeah, I would say premise one,
Go
host
ahead.
objectively Moggs.
Yo, host, would you like the argument or no? Host?
Come on, bro. Grant the arg.
Yo, host, can I just give the argument, dude?
Grant the arc.
So, let me ask
So
you
can I-
something.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Can I make a metaphysically valid argument for the existence of unicorns and their characteristics?
I don't care. I'm agnostic on an issue.
But can I make a valid argument for their existence and characteristics?
Yeah, could I drive a bus into a
That's-
school of children? Like, what? Just because we can do something doesn't mean it makes sense.
Exactly.
I don't see how
I'm glad
that-
that
I
you
don't see
figured
how it's
that out.
relevant.
So just because I can make a argument that is
Well, yeah,
valid
let's see if
for
you
the
agree- let's see if
existence
you
of
agree with the
unicorns,
premises.
it doesn't mean unicorns exist. If I say a unicorn exists and is in my backyard, that requires empirical evidence, even though a unicorn is a metaphysical creature. Correct?
Anyways, premise
Correct? Don't
one.
run low tier. Don't run low tier. Correct or wrong?
Wait, I'm the one running.
Low
How
tier,
is
you're
this
getting
relevant
back
to us
shots.
wanting
Low
to
tier,
give
you're
an
getting back
argument?
shots. Low tier, you're
Wait,
getting
at
back
least say
shots.
rhetorically.
Low tier, you're
Pause.
getting back
those-
shots.
I like those
Don't
back
take the
shots.
back shots like a good
I like
boy.
those
Low
back
tier,
shots.
low
Pause.
tier,
I like
low
'em. I
tier.
like
He's
'em.
running. He's
I like
running.
those back shots, bud.
Holy shit,
Yeah, I'm
dude.
not-
Can we, like... Anyway, host, I just want to...
Runner.
You forgot to say axiom. Oh yeah, unicorns are an axiom. Forgot about that part.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Low tier.
I'm gonna start
Oh.
saying that to everyone in real life. Go ahead.
Oh, by the way, I'm screen recording though. Oh, you just got clipped, low tier. You just got clipped, low tier. I'm posting that low tier. You just what do they said? You got what's the word they like to use? Back shots. What do they say? Rhetorical back shot? No, what's the word? Oh, it's funny as fuck, dude. Oh, we got a super chat from Michael, $5 super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Extraordinary entities require justification. Until evidence is provided, non-belief is the rational default.
Slow boy. Back shots, back shots.
According to their logic, I think I
only
won.
joined in like the first part of that conversation, like before you guys started your conversation. Did it go anywhere or no?
You saw the entire
there's no-
conversation.
I didn't
nowhere to go.
actually.
Rhetorical, yeah. According to their logic, they just received rhetorical backshots, low tier. They just got recorded, and they're gonna be clip farmed. Low tiers, low tier.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Please tag me in that.
That highest kid is funny though.
Highest
He
requested again.
knows he's a troll though. That's the best. Like he laughs as he's like I said that, and I brought up the metaphysical argument and said low tier backshot, and he immediately went, "Ooh, I like that." Like he's such a troll. I want an actual argument, highest. I would let you guys up if you were real. If you actually want to have a legitimate argument, sure. But you even agreed that a metaphysical thought concept, if it is in reality, still requires demonstration of its truth. You even agreed.
Nobody read what Ludicolo said.
Oh yeah, nobody loves the tag argument.
Yeah.
It's his favorite.
Oh yeah,
It's
I love it.
it's
It's my
so
favorite.
strong. It is the most strong, most logically sound argument for God's existence in the world. It proves beyond any reasonable doubt with all objective truthfulness that it is real. Nah, they just want clips to pass around the other incels. Pretty much.
I think highest is just a troll.
100%.
Base might be an incel. Some of the others might be incels.
I think highest is a genuine troll fucking around. I think Based genuinely believes what he's saying.
No, they're both trolls.
You think so? I feel like Based is a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
more and highest is a lot more
Well, I don't know if
What
they're
the
sober.
fuck was that, Cody?
I'm saying highest is like the stoner that's just having fun, and then Based
Yeah.
is like, no, I'm fucking real.
No, Based is the crack pipe guy.
Man, back in 09, I took this dope ass mushroom and I saw God.
Motivate premise one. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My fucking God.
Low tier. Low tier.
I don't accept axioms. Go ahead. Demonstrate an axiom's truthfulness. Prove axioms. Prove axioms. Go ahead. Oh, you can't prove axioms. You lost. Low tier backshot. Clip farmed. Are you the one that lost to this guy yesterday? Oh my God. Did you lose an argument to this guy?
Man, I wish RC didn't drop slurs. I wanted to talk to that kid more.
You're not spitting at the mic enough. Gotta spit on that thing. Hawk tool. Low tier, low tier. I can imagine their Discord is every other word is low tier or backshot. And they provide premise 2, and it's low tier backshot for like 10 sentences. And then you get premise 3, and it's low tier backshot again for like 45 sentences and messages. And then finally you get to C1, and then it's just a bunch of different people going back and forth. Low tier, low tier, low tier, low tier, backshot, backshot, backshot. Like their favorite argument is low tier, low tier, low tier. God. I'm gonna ban the word low tier, dude. It's a circuit party. Very romantic. Circus? Yes. Low tier atheist. Like there's levels of disbelief. They might be my 13th reason.
No, don't give him the satisfaction.
Oh, check out this comment. What constitutes an argument? Because earlier I thought you said arguments don't prove anything because premises have to be true. Only for sound arguments is that the case, but this is a category error. An argument can be valid without being proven sound, so therefore the premises don't need to be empirically demonstrated to use. That is true in accordance with specific claims. If I claim that a bachelor cannot be married, it is sound without demonstrating each premises because they follow the laws of logic. But if you bring a metaphysical framework into an empirical claim, then you do have to demonstrate it empirically, and it does have to require soundness. And the argument for a bachelor is sound because it agrees with the laws of logic. An argument cannot be sound if all the premises are not true. You would know this if you actually knew what you were talking about. Yeah, why would we only care about an argument that is valid but not sound? Exactly. Like, again, metaphysical thoughts and concepts are cool to make up validity, and then if you find demonstration for their truthfulness, then it would be cool for them to become sound. Like, for instance, multiverse theory is very valid, and it's plausible, but it's not sound, because there's no demonstration for it. Oh boy, we got another. What's up, Lotier?
What's up? I just came to tell you that you're a greasy little asshat.
That's adorable.
Cool. I mean, I shower, and I think Cody does too. So.
I've never showered a day in my life.
Really? Damn.
Never.
Crazy.
I don't even know what a shower
You're
is.
condescending. I just want to like bitch slap you so bad.
Do it, daddy.
Yeah, we're into that.
You cocksucker.
Yes.
Yes. Motivate that. Rotier. Go ahead.
Can you motivate a justification for that?
Look at you. Look at your chin. It's a greasy little chin you got there. One of these days, someone's gonna bitch slap you in person.
Cool.
They'll go to prison for it.
Nah, it'll be worth it.
Cool.
You're obnoxious.
Cool.
I'm surprised people even come up here to try to talk to you about their faith.
Cool.
We have
And
good
God is
arguments with people
God
who.
is real.
We have good
God
arguments
loves
with
Prove
regular
it.
people.
God loves you, even though you're
Prove
a greasy
it.
little asshat. He still loves you.
Proof
Jesus loves
exists,
you.
Prove it.
mate. Proof exists.
Motivate that.
Prove it. I don't live. There's no proof. It's faith. You ding dong.
Right. So
You
you're
go
dark
prove
Believe
it.
without
Yeah,
evidence, Hux.
faith.
Hux, do you believe
Prove-
things without evidence?
Say that again.
Hux, do you believe things without evidence?
When it comes to my faith, yes, I do. I choose to.
Why?
Because I have free will to choose what I want. Like, why would you choose chocolate over vanilla or strawberry over chocolate? Who gives a crap? It's
Because my
your choice.
Because I
taste
prefer
buds.
it.
Why do you
But
care
because I prefer it.
that what people
But
think? Or is this just your way of making money on TikTok? Because you can't
Dude.
get a real job.
You think I make money on
everyone
TikTok?
knows. Everyone knows that vanilla is objectively the best flavor.
Actual, absolutely proven in accordance with
Oh,
trivialism.
I'm so glad you guys agree.
But it's so silly that you're asking for people to prove
Well,
something
no,
that's
pause.
unprovable,
Huxel,
right?
Huxel,
why
listen.
even go through that?
Listen, Huxel, trivialism is true. The proposition God does not exist is true.
Okay. Well, what? Great.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's your choice. You can choose to not believe in God. and
No,
that's fine.
trivialism is true. It's not a choice.
I
It's
choose
true.
to believe in God.
Yeah, trivialism is true. Therefore, the
Okay.
proposition
I
of
mean,
God is not
define
really true.
trivialism to me. Use that in
Yeah,
context.
trivialism
When you
is
say
true, therefore you're
trivialism,
wrong.
whatever you said.
Trivialism is true. Therefore, you're wrong.
So explain that. Explain that to me.
Low tier,
Hux,
low tier,
explain that.
low tier.
Hux.
You just received backshots. Low tier.
Hux, have you ever heard of getting fucked with? Because that's what's happening right now.
Oh, you guys are so cool.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude.
Totally,
Smoking cigarettes
totally.
on the corner next to the school.
I
after
can't
school,
wait
bro.
for one day when you cross the wrong person and they beat the living shit out of your monkey little face and those stupid
Why do you keep on
eyeglasses. you wear.
threatening me?
Low tier?
I'm not threatening you. I'm
That
just
was a
telling you,
threat.
you are an obnoxious prick.
I know you are.
And one day,
I know you are, but
didn't
what am
threaten
I?
you. I didn't say I was going to do it.
I know you are, but what
I
am I?
didn't say I was going to
I
do
know
it.
you are, but what
Therefore,
am
that's
I?
not a threat.
I know you are, but what am I?
I'm just telling you.
I know you
one
are, but
day,
what am I?
someone's going to cross paths with you, and because you're an obnoxious little twit with a big pointy rat chin, they're going to bitch slap you. And you're
Cool.
going to be crying like a little baby back to your mommy's basement, which is where you
I've
probably
been
are.
punched before.
broadcasting
It
from.
hurts, but Hux,
Dude.
I've been punched before. It hurts, but like, not that bad if you know how to
All
take
right,
a
so
punch.
you guys are just bent out of shape because there's a God,
We're
and
bent
your
out of
college
shape?
professors had indoctrinated you
I'm a high
and
school
told you
dropout.
there is no
I was
God.
never a religious.
I'm a high
Hux.
school dropout, Hux. I never went to college.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm.
Well, what do you do then? Oh, besides TikToks?
Meth.
TikTok live?
Yeah,
How much do you make?
I
What's your
only do
income?
TikTok. That is my
Like, I know
only
you don't
source
own
of
your
income.
own home.
My only source
You
of
don't own
income
your
is
own
TikTok, and I've made 65 cents today. I am rich as fuck.
Yeah, so that's why you're still living in your mom's basement, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. I mean, at least you own it.
Your mom doesn't love you?
So you've been wrong about all your life choices.
Yep.
Maybe you're wrong
So,
about God.
Hux, if you're
You've
saying
been
he's wrong about his life,
about all
Hux,
of your life
I'd like to
choices.
critique your thing. So you're saying because he's an atheist, he, according to you, he doesn't have the best life. Lives in his mom's
No,
basement.
no,
which
not
I
because
don't
he's an atheist. Because he's living in his mom's basement right now.
I mean, you don't know the reason why he is. I know the reason why, but that's for
I don't
Cody
really care
himself.
why. Listen, you want to be an atheist? That's cool. I don't care that you're an atheist.
I was
But
never religious. I've always been an
You
atheist. I've never
guys-
chosen to be an atheist.
You guys care that people have faith. That bothers you.
Do you believe in the Bible?
Stupid.
Actually, I don't. I don't follow the Bible. I couldn't tell you one verse from the Bible, so. I did read Genesis a long time ago, but that was it.
So you're not a Christian.
I mean, I was baptized Methodist, which is Christian, but do I follow Christian faith to a T? No.
Oh, we got a super chat from
I
Ian
believe in-
too.
I believe in a
$1.99. Thank you for the super chat. Can I rub the
Creator.
chin of luck? Absolutely.
I believe
Ian.
in a
We love
creator.
you.
Great. Hux, you have to understand.
Yes, sir.
Faith is idiotic, I think, because believing
Okay,
that
you can say that's cool.
Christian, actually, it's dangerous.
I find it idiotic living in your mother's basement making TikToks. I mean, that's cool though, right?
Can you
we
objectively
all have
define
choice.
what is wrong with living
I
with
find
parents?
faith dangerous, because when you believe one thing without evidence, you can believe
Evan, he doesn't care.
so much more.
Hux, let me ask you, who am I? And why do I live with
You
my
are you.
mother?
Doesn't matter to me.
Oh, so you
Does
just
not
don't
matter.
care. Cool.
I don't care. You
So
got that right. I
nothing
don't
can
care.
make it make sense.
I don't care. But what I do know is I was able to figure that out very easily.
Oh, I'm very open about
Very
it.
easily.
When I
That's
started
cool.
this channel, I didn't live here. So I was very open
Okay.
about when I moved. Also, there's
Nice.
justifications for why I moved here. But you don't care about that.
don't care.
It's just wrong
don't.
because you're a big, strong man,
don't.
right? So what age do you have to move out of your parents' house?
I moved out at 25.
No, I said what age do you
I
have to
actually-
move out of your parents' house?
Oh, you don't have to move out of your parents' house. You can stay there as long as you want.
Then what's wrong with living in your parents' house?
Nothing.
Okay,
Nothing.
so
It's
stop attacking it.
embarrassing.
It's why is it
I mean,
embarrassing?
you're just not. Because you're enabled
Why is it
to
embarrassing?
go out on your own.
Hux, dude. This is
It's the
so
inability
boring.
to
Hold on,
it
dude.
is boring. You're
Dude,
right.
come on,
It's the
come on. This
inability
is
for
so.
you able to
This
go
is
out
so
on your
boring.
own and
This
make
is
a
so
life for
boring, and he actually fits into your own standards. He's younger than that.
All right, that's fine. So be it.
Okay, so this is
But I
boring.
will tell you, for someone who's so young, you don't have to be such an asshole.
Fuck you.
Because I've heard
Okay.
your chats a couple of times, and I don't
Did
know
your
if that's
feelings
your
get hurt?
shtick, like being. No, it's
Did
just
your feelings get hurt?
obnoxious.
I know you are, but what am I? So
Yeah,
did your feelings
just-
get hurt?
Just obnoxious.
I know you are, but
and
what
it's-
am I? So did your
it's
feelings
like-
get hurt?
I
Low
don't
tier,
know if that's your
low tier,
shtick,
Go
low
ahead.
tier,
or
low tier.
performative.
You're getting back shots right
Is
now,
it all
Huxel. Low tier,
performative?
low
Just,
tier.
like, trying
Is this
to
all
be like,
performative? I
this
know
is
your
gonna be
dick
my
doesn't
thing.
perform
Did you
well,
guys
but you don't need to
blueprint
project
this?
that onto us.
Did you
Excuse me,
blueprint
Cody.
this?
Can
It's
you
like, we're
motivate
gonna
that? Go
on,
ahead.
And we're going to be like really super obnoxious and be like.
Oh, I'm
super,
100%
dickheads
obnoxious.
and assholes.
What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, well, not a damn thing. I'm just gonna take up your time while I'm driving home.
That's okay. Oh, you're driving.
That's the only time.
Damn it, you just admitted to driving. All right, we got a couple more super chats. We got $5 from Never Running. First time I heard you, I thought you were a jerk. I am. But also, you are awesome. We need people like you to keep apologists honest. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And then we got a $2 super chat from Ocean Helios. Caller, you are boring. Learn how to troll. I agree with that. Thank you for the $2 super chat from you as well. That was very interesting. Low tier just got rhetorical back shots. He couldn't motivate it. Violation warning. Your live is flagged for harassment and bullying. Repeated violations could result in your live being discontinued. How did I get reported for bullying? He was bullying. What? He threatened me and bullied the shit out of me, and I got reported? What?
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
Talk about projection. First time I saw you, I thought you were a Phil bro. Was positively surprised. Hell yeah, Darth. I love that. He got so mad his insults didn't work, so he reported, right? And he broke TOS by driving. We should probably... I'm not going to say that. Never mind. I have too much power. I'm not saying that. Forgot his name. Yeah, I call him Stupid Joe. That's just how a child that hasn't yet developed his emotional intelligence enough to make sense does. Also, I find it funny that he said move out at the age of 25. And then he also couldn't justify why or what time in a life is the correct time to move out of your parents' house.
Low tier, no motivation, low tier.
You make no money from streaming, get a real job. Hux is still live. Hux still lives with his mom. Oh, that dude sounded like he was like 32, 33. Was it the caller that reported you? We can't see who reports. He's extremely indoctrinated. He won't even research his religion. Nope. The subtle threat of I can find out where you are. I don't know, man. That sounds reportable. Did he say that? That's fair. Guys, I don't agree. Never mind. I'm not even going to say that. Oh, no. Not with that emotional maturity. He's definitely still in his 20s. I don't know. It is doxing low tier. Yeah, that was embarrassing. The fact he got so upset over someone not sharing his belief in God, yeah, it's redonkulous. I had 1 Peter 3:15 brought up, and I was going to read it to him, but then he said that he doesn't believe or read the Bible. Nah, if I had his name, I'd have his entire life on paper on like 30. Bro thinks he's professional. Yeah, I accept the responsibility of having a platform that I will never say to go do something to somebody because I don't know you guys. I don't know any of the people watching. And if I said, hey, let's dox him or some stupid shit like that, then that is putting someone's life at risk. And I'll never do that. If they find me, 9 mil will find them. That's all I can say about that. So I'm not like, I'm worried about that. I don't like the idea of being in danger. Nobody does. Do I want to get punched? No. If you're going to come punch me, so be it. If you're attacking me and I feel threatened, guns don't give a fuck about your feelings. The only thing I have to say to that. I love all the arguments you hear that are like, unlike you, I am not participating in the internet, said over the internet. I know, it's hilarious. All I can say is it's not very Christian of him to be threatening life. Oh yeah, he threatened so many times in that. What do you consider an axiom? Self-evident truths. Thank you for not calling out here versus here. I couldn't care less, man. Merciful host. It's the fucking internet. No one gives a fuck about spelling correctly. We have autocorrect. It's the internet. Context. I know what you mean by context. If you don't have context clues, you have a lot more to worry about than whether something was spelled correctly or not. What's the criteria for self-evident truth? Can you motivate that? That's amazing. Yeah, things exist as an axiom. Christian morals are backwards, prove me wrong, right?
First assignment at the new school. It's just some data analysis, but
How do you
hate
define
data
evidence?
analysis.
It depends on the claim, RH. You should request up and ask. I got reported for harassment and bullying again? What? What have I said that is bullying? Well, if it's not self-evidently true, it's not self-evidently true, is it, Lazarus? I love cats. You hurt their feelings making fun of their zombie. Yeah, right? All I heard was you responding with the same context he was projecting. What? Camera guy is requesting up. Y'all ready for an argument?
All right.
By mistake. Love what you do. Keep up the
Oh,
good work.
I appreciate you. You have yourself a good day.
You as well. I apologize for that.
You are perfectly fine. Have a good one. That was a beautiful man. High computer load detected. Ah? High computer load. Yeah, my encoding is a little bit overloaded, isn't it? Oh well. How would you know if it's self-evidently true if you don't know how to identify it as self-evidently true? Oh, I do. I'm just waiting for you to actually go do research. I've been listening to you using my Pilates and yoga. Love the cooking. I love that you do Pilates and yoga. Pilates is an absolute butt kicker. You need to help the computer unload, host. The amount of sexual innuendos that get thrown on this fucking channel. So, I'm going to help out the guy in chat. What makes an axiom axiomatic? Axiomatic. Let's see what the criteria is. An axiom is considered axiomatic when it is a statement that is accepted as true without proof, serving as a foundational premise for further reasoning and arguments. In classical holy fucking shit. In classical philosophy, axioms are accepted without controversy or question, while in modern logic, they are premises or starting points for reasoning. In mathematics, axioms can be logical or non-logical, with logical axioms being true within the system of logic they define, and often show in symbolic form. Non-logical axioms are substantive assertions about the elements of a specific mathematical theory, such as the identity of zero in integer arithmetic. The meaning of an axiom's truth is a subject of debate in philosophy of mathematics. So, axioms are taken for granted. Things like things exist. I don't need to prove that. We know it's true. If you need to prove something or justify its truthfulness, it is not self-evident. It requires evidence. For instance, I could consider, this is not actually axiomatic, but you could consider the fact that you have to breathe air as an axiom. I don't need to prove to you that you have to breathe air. It's self-evident. It's fucking obvious. You have to breathe air. That would be an axiom, or considered. Could be considered. It's not actually axiomatic. Something like things fall down. You could consider that or use that as an analogy to explain axioms as well. I don't need to prove to you that things fall down. You know it's true. Of course, gravity would require demonstration and proof. Something like my pen was made by a human. Maybe it was made by a machine. It's not an axiom. I need to demonstrate that. It's not self-evident. But gravity isn't real. Jesus Christ. Blur sure think gravity is fake. Yeah, it's so fucking... I mean, you can deny that things exist, but then nothing works. If axioms aren't true, nothing is true. For instance, the axioms that ground math and logic, if they aren't true, then we're going to end up doing math and logic wrong because there's nothing grounding it. And therefore, buildings fall apart because the math is wrong. We don't know anything is true. It's saying in my profile that I'm a moderator. Yes. We made you a mod yesterday, I think. They always offered to fund the vasectomy for any flat earth believer. Oh man, it slowed down thanks to all those reports.
You gotta appeal, I think, right?
Nope. Only thing I can do with something like that is restart the stream.
Then do it.
Yeah. Let me run to the restroom.
Alrighty then.
If we don't have any callers when restarting it, it's only Thursday. So if we don't have any callers after like 5 minutes of restarting, we'll go on ahead and end the stream.
All right.
Tomorrow's the official stream day. So be right back, and then we'll restart TikTok.
All right. I'll just go for a little bit.
I'm back. All right. Let's go ahead and restart this stream real quick. Well, honestly, it's dead over on YouTube as well, so we may as well go ahead and just end stream. Don't make me curse your entire species, Cody. Get back here. Cody, come back. Cody, no, please. Don't leave. Had fun. Thank you, Cody. We love you guys. Appreciate you all being here. Nobody. Always love having you up here, dude.
Yeah, GG's, dude.
Yeah, we gave them some rhetorical back shots. They were low tier. You're high tier.
Motivate that? Go ahead.
It's motivated. Oh, God. All right. You guys all have to think it's all because Cody's a bully. Yeah, I'm a bully. I love you all. I'll marry every single one of you. I have the rings ready. Put your hands out. Deuces all. That was fun. Appreciate you all being here. We'll be here tomorrow until the actual 5 o'clock time. So go ahead and make sure you're here tomorrow. Tomorrow's the actual stream day. Deuces all.